akainde choka 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 tivotele panyali ndipo pali Makebi mwena lumango choka 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 tivotele panyali ndipo pali viweme imwe visuzyo choka 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 tivotele panyali ndipo pali inkalo iweme hakainde choka hakainde hambanga iwe choka 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 hakainde fumapo sono tukumba nyari pampando tukumba nyari pampando tivotele panyali ndipo pali Mundubile imwe akainde choka 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 tivotele panyali ndipo pali Makebi mwena lumango choka 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 tivotele panyali mwe bana bachuta bose iwe njani choka 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 tivotele panyali ndipo pali chimwemwe akainde choka tukumba nyari pampando hey! 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 Umoyo wa suzya visuzyo mumanyumba jala pamuzi tieni tibafunye baba hakainda hambanga iwe choka 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 hakainda fumapo sono tukumba nyari pampando tukumba nyari pampando tukumba Mundubile na Makebi pampando tukumba kumasuka mucharo chitu tukumba one Zambia one nation tukumba Mundubile na Makebi kwa mala hey! Choka choka hey! Choka choka hey! 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 Choka 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 hey! Choka choka
No one is sending people here. So Mumbai is very good.
The DIG has indicated that he's got an office in Lusaka. If we want to engage him, we go to his office. But he came here. Yeah, so it's unfortunate. His colleagues do not want to engage us. They just said if you are leaving, just leave. But you see, this is a private property and it's a hotel. We've got the right to stay at the hotel.
We are paying for being here. Yes. But I've told them that that we've been informed we're going. We still have to pack our bag to leave
Yeah, but I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable with the question they asked. You say, where are you going? Why do they want to know where we're going?
Some of my security, they are in that house.
And the vehicle is not here.
They are there. Maybe we'll find out.
Our security, when I get here,
Let's go there.
Let's go and find out
why they are holding on to
Why not?
a public officer a Zambian.
Is that why the real Jews?
No. You should worry.
Yes,
What's the problem? Those are wanted.
They are wanted.
Yes. That's the reason why we have picked it. Yes.
So for now,
And you drop that. Talking to you. Can you drop your
in the meantime,
I'm not having a press conference. Can you
no one is having a press conference.
can you drop that one?
Not a conference about just about let's avoid here. Let's avoid. Let's take on a wrong pattern. Get wrong patterns there. Get wrong patterns. Take on a wrong pattern.
Once death strikes, our next obligation is to bury the dead with dignity, as we're doing here with Nkosi Amankosi Mphezeni for Ngwenyama. Our duty is to bury with dignity. Then we'll have given decency to the dead, as per our customs, our culture, or indeed the Christian values. And I want to say that this applies, Bishop Lungu, to our 6th president, who we lost. It is our duty to bury him with the military protocols. He was commander-in-chief of our country. And I agree with you, we must all work together to bury our 6th president with dignity in the military style yesterday. Let us work together to do that. Thank you for mentioning that issue.
Good day and welcome to today's broadcast. Today we review the funeral and burial of Mphezeni, King Mphezeni. His Majesty King Mphezeni IV was put to rest today with local and international guests. Special guests came from KwaZulu-Natal, where the royal establishment of the Zulu kingdom sent a high-powered delegation to come and attend the funeral and burial of the president. The funeral itself attracted, from the head of state, President Hakainde Hichilema, to members of the opposition, led by Brian Mundubile and Makebi Zulu, with other dignitaries. King Mphezeni, His Majesty King Mphezeni, was a friend of everyone, and many people testify that they had met him in his life, they had joked with him, interacted with him in life. So other than being a king of the Ngoni people in Zambia, he himself had gotten a lot of associates across Zambia and the rest of the world, and he was deeply mourned today. We delve into the very issue. But of critical matter today and this evening developing is the misbehavior of the police. Obviously, they must have been sent by the president himself, because we've seen the misconduct of the police where they stormed Protea Hotel. The event has been peaceful the whole day until this evening, when the police, led by Deputy Inspector General of Police, Fred Hamalwa, you remember he had a workshop in Muchinga where he was instructing the police that they have to work very hard because they have to retain President Hakainde Hichilema in office. He forgot that these are public service workers, that these are civil servants. But that same Fred Hamalwa, who was fired a long time ago for similar misconduct and alcoholism, is the one that's back. He's now the Deputy Inspector General of Police. And today, he stormed Protea Hotel, a private investment, and ordered the eviction of leader of Tonse and Pamozi alliances, Brian Mundubile and Makebi Zulu. Then they've picked and detained over 5 security officers belonging to both Brian Mundubile and Makebi Zulu. The officers that have been picked, we'll give you the names later, but Fred Hamalwa claimed that they were wanted in police for various offenses that were being investigated. Of course, it's not true. This is just an action to first strip bare the security team of Mundubile and Makebi Zulu, and then, cause this harassment. Order Protea Hotel, where they had paid up to tomorrow, up to the other day, that they should be evicted. And the police just didn't wait for them to be evicted. They've since escorted them out of Chipata. DIG Fred Hamalwa says opposition cannot be in the same town where the president is. So they've ordered Makebi Zulu and Mundubile out of Chipata. As I was coming to broadcast just now, I've learned that I've spoken to the team, and they are stating that they are being driven out of Chipata by the convoy led by Deputy Inspector General of Police Fred Hamalwa, who has already stripped off their security and detained the security team of both Brian Mundubile and Makebi Zulu. That is the developing story that we'll be tracking. The visuals you saw are outside Protea Hotel when the police came and picked out the security team, the security detail of Brian Mundubile and Makebi Zulu. I'll check the names, especially for family members who could be concerned.
No one is send our people here. Very good.
The DIG has indicated that he's got an office in Lusaka. If we want to engage him, we go to his office. But he can hear. Yeah, so it's unfortunate. His colleagues do not want to engage us. They just said, if you are leaving, just leave. But you see, this is a private property and it's a hotel. We've got a right to stay at the hotel.
We are paying for being here. Yes. I have told them that that we've been informed we're going. We still have to pack our bag to leave.
Yeah, but I'm uncomfortable with the question they asked. We say, where are you going? Why do they want to know where we're going?
Some of my security, they are in that house.
And the vehicle is not here.
They are there. Maybe we'll find out.
What is this? Our security, when I leak here,
Let's go there.
Let's go and find
out
why they are holding on to a public officer refused to engage a Zambian.
Is that why the DIG is?
Yeah, that's no one. Okay, let's go outside. Okay, let's go outside.
If you want to talk, let's go outside.
Outside the hotel. If you want, Mr. Mamba, you are the one who has come here. Yes.
Is there a problem?
What?
Is there a problem? I know there's no problem. You have picked up two other people.
No. Yes, don't worry.
I've decided to come here to appreciate the vision of our able president, whose vision tells us that the country is now going on the right direction than it was before. I won't be ashamed to mention that, than it was before. Even those who hate him, deep bottom of their hearts, they know the president, the Republican president, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, is doing fine. He has got the best vision so far, which we need to support. We have to support his vision. The president, the Republican president, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, is doing fine. He has got the best vision so far, which we need to support. We have to support his vision. The president, the Republican president, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, is doing fine. He has got the best vision so far, which we need to support. We have to support his vision. No.
No one is send our people here. So Mumbai is
Very good. DIG has indicated that he's got an office in Lusaka. If you want to engage him, we go to his office. But he came here. Yeah, so it's unfortunate. His colleagues do not want to engage us. They just said if you are leaving, just leave. But you see, this is a private property and it's a hotel. We've got a right to stay at the hotel. We are paying for being here.
But I've told them that that we've been informed we're going. We still have to pack our bag to leave.
Yeah, but I'm uncomfortable with the question they asked. To say, where are you going? Why do they want to know where we're going?
Some of my security, they are in that house.
And the vehicle is not here.
They are there. Maybe we'll find out.
Who's this? Our security. When I leave here,
Let's go there.
let's go and find out why they are holding on to
We are saddened, as I've stated, from some named groupings who want to bring confusion, especially this time around when we are mourning Ngwenyama, Nkosiyama Nkosi. There are people who are planning tomorrow, Friday, as they arrive at our airport, Chipata, they have mobilized motorbike riders for them to gain mileage from the airport probably up to Ipenduke, which is an head off. If those plans are there, can they stop? Because now they are going to see the other side of the police. You came from the airport probably up to Ipenduke, which is an head off. If those plans are there, can they stop? Because now they are going to see the other side of the police. You cannot gain mileage out of lawlessness. My officers and I were not sleeping. And this information is credible, is valid, authentic. Because we are working with our dear people, the community. We are not going to tolerate that. We have this information that a certain grouping, as they arrive tomorrow at the airport, coming to the funeral, they want to mobilize motorbike riders. My dear colleagues, I think you know, day in, day out, you have been talking about these accidents pertaining to motorbike riders. Now, if somebody has, for example, for argument's sake, he has organized maybe 300 from the airport up to the funeral house, what are we expecting on the road? Accidents.
No. You should worry.
Yes,
What's the problem? Those are wanted.
They are wanted.
Yes. That's the reason why we have picked them.
Yes. So for now,
And you drop that. I'm not talking to you. Talking to you. Can you drop your...
in the meantime,
I'm not having a press conference. Can you...
no one is having a press conference.
Can you drop that one?
Officer, but just say about boss, it's not a conference, but just say what's the guy? Just say, let's avoid here. Let's avoid. I'm just thinking I'm a wrong pattern. Get wrong patterns there. Get wrong patterns. Think I'm a wrong pattern.
We are tracking the story of the police and our opposition leaders. Fred Hamamba, who serves as Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of operation for the Zambia Police, was on hand today. He raided Protea Hotel. He has detained about 5 security personnel belonging to both Honorable Brian Mundubile and Makebi Zulu, and he has whisked them away. As you heard when Makebi Zulu confronted Fred Hamamba, he said these persons are wanted in Lusaka. They are only wanted now. Makebi Zulu and Brian Mundubile have been in Chipata since yesterday, and today they attended the funeral very, very peacefully, and there was no issue. But here they are this evening. They've been raided at a hotel, ordered to pack their bags, evicted from a private premises where they have paid up to tomorrow or the other day, and ordered them out of Chipata, that the President Hakainde Hichilema, is not secure or safe if the opposition leaders are in the same city where he is. That is what we are discussing today. And it has somehow marred the funeral procession, international funeral procession. And even at Protea Hotel, there are dignitaries that have come from South Africa that were also at the same premises. So you can imagine the embarrassment that we are subjecting our own country to, where just the police come and storm an area, a private business premises housing many hundreds of other guests, and they ordered the removal of Brian Mundubile and Makebi Zulu. And I'll be opening the phone lines to hear from you. You probably as concerned and as disgusted as I am that we are back to these issues, that Zambians felt were behind us, that government and democratic institutions such as the police, Inspector General of Police, ECZ and others who behave properly, but not today we saw their brutality. The president received lukewarm response when he was in Chipata, and probably it's a frustration that we are seeing. And JJ Banda reviewed the other day that there seems to be no peace between Levi Ngoma and the president, because Levi Ngoma is being accused of a lot of things, that he has squandered party resources, he has not done the political assignment he was given. And maybe today is a testimony of what Levi Ngoma is capable of or not capable of, because the president received a lukewarm response. There are two issues that have risen from Chipata. The president's remarks of a dignified burial. Let me play the video again.
Once death strikes, our next obligation is to bury the dead with dignity, as we're doing here with Nkosi Yamankosi Mphezeni for Ngwenyama. Our duty is to bury with dignity. Then we'll have given decency to the dead, as per our customs, our culture, or indeed the Christian values. And I want to say that this applies, Bishop Lungu, to our 6th president, who we lost. It is our duty to bury him with the military protocols. He was commander-in-chief of our country. And I agree with you, we must all work together to bury our 6th president with dignity in the military style yesterday. Let us work together to do that. Thank you.
Now, those remarks are very concerning. The president has failed to put to rest his predecessor. What we saw is the theft of the body, remains of the late president, taken to a private place, to a pathological center in Swane, in Pretoria, and an illegal post-mortem and mutilation of the remains of the late president done. So for the president to now call for a dignified burial, it just sounds mockery of the highest order, because he has failed in the last 1 year to put his predecessor to rest. Even when families across Zambia wanted to commemorate, he unleashed the police to intimidate CCZ and DFZ to ensure that such memorial of the late president did not take place. He has invested more in the court processes than in negotiations to resolve this crisis. So those remarks are being deemed as totally hypocritical by the president. This is Fred Hamamba, the Deputy Inspector General of Police, brought from retirement. He was dismissed earlier for offences including alcoholism. He's now back as the Deputy Inspector General of Police, and is the one that was leading the assault on the opposition. This is Fred Hamamba. Here he is.
I've decided to come here to appreciate the vision of our able president, whose vision tells us that the country is now going on the right direction than it was before. I won't be ashamed to mention that, than it was before. Even those who hate him, deep bottom of their hearts, they know the president, the Republican president, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, is doing fine. He has got the best vision so far, which we need to support. We have to support his vision. No matter what, we have to support his vision, because it's leading us somewhere. It's driving the country into a right.
There's another matter that on the sidelines that has brought so much talk. You've heard about the president and his chair, because if you attend any of his meetings, just before the president arrives, his chair is carried, is guarded, is secured, and is brought. It doesn't sit on ordinary chairs. And in light of superstition by Zambians, this has raised a storm that he carries his own chair everywhere where he goes. Today, there is evidence that he carries his own chair.
I now request that we be upstanding as the President of the Republic.
Okay, Zikomo. I think the truth, the ground is not okay, but for now, there is nothing we can do. Our main interest is to see Mr. Hakainde Hichilema elected again. Otherwise, Gatisiwa Zankara elected in Tankara problems. Some of us, I think it's been long pentinambo kukuza na tipa ground is pali bwino. I think like myself, there is nothing that I'm benefiting from the party. But the only thing that I can say that I'm benefiting in freedom now as for now, which is good. There is nothing that I'm benefiting apart from the freedom that we have right now. But when we tell you that the ground is not okay, kambiri imwe wakuru matichita avoid. Issue wa president was Ankara affected vazona. Mark my words. Muyanganisise chabe ma scores ya mene benzo scoring at mu 2016 na ma scores ya mene yazaka Ankarapo this time around.
Indeed, good evening. Please take time and pray for our leaders, Makebi, Zulu and Mundubile. They've been hounded out of Chipata. They've been stripped of their security, and we don't know where they will sleep, whether they will decide to travel all the way to Lusaka. Whatever it is, pray for our leaders. This is not the Zambia we want. The president calls for coexistence. He calls for tolerance. He says he wants peace in our country. Is this promoting peace with this conduct? Mundubile and Makebi even did something remarkable. When they were riding out of Ipendukeni and they were being followed by the warriors, I'll look for that video. As soon as I heard the screams, the loud screams from the presidential convoy, the loud sirens from the presidential convoy, they ordered their vehicles to stand aside and allowed the presidential motorcade. Remember the Mongo Limulunga debacle where President Hakainde Hichilema refused to give way to late President Edgar Lungu. His colleagues were grateful, were respectful, and they gave way. The lines are open, Bane. Let's talk together. Let's not even waste time. Tell us what your feelings are and make your contribution. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, please switch off your other device that you are watching us on. It's giving us feedback.
Okay. I'm worried. Like you've called to say we should pray for them. We're all worried now.
Yeah.
We don't know. Ni planish bakwete. Na bakwata plan B in terms of security. Ababa security baba pokele. We don't know.
Yeah, that's why the broadcast is important. Things are happening in real times, and all we can do is give you information. And for security teams in Lusaka, in Chipata, if you are in Katete and you call yourself a security member, you get onto the vehicle and look for your leaders. That's what people do. Because here they are vulnerable. It's a long night. We don't know what will happen. We don't know what the police have planned. But they stripped off their security, evicted them from Protea Hotel, and they've ordered them out of Chipata as we are speaking.
Anyway, I don't even know what to say.
Pray, and this is not the Zambia we want.
Need to pray, church.
This is not the Zambia we want.
Pray.
Yeah.
And so we didn't envision that so we thought we were free. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I think this is Professor Jones Kasoso. Wakaramba mwabombe long time. Mulipanga nda mulifia bunoko mwikera. I can just send you a link and you join me by video link and you air your views. You don't have to call in. This is your program. Yeah, let me see. Mkwai. Yole keni mitumine link wangu munga fueko.
Okay.
Professor Jones Kasonso, I've just invited him to this program. He was calling to air his views, but people like him, I've always said they are co-broadcasters, and I'll just give him a link so that you can see him. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and make your contribution.
Greetings, Ambassador.
Just a minute, sir. Yes, sir. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and give us your contribution.
John Mago, Italy ambassador.
M. Kwaiba John, make your contribution, sir.
Therefore, through your platform, Magana Zambia. Surely, you will let Zambia be taken for granted like this. You will let us be degraded to these levels, surely. Bomse no kutamba fetureta bamubantu bakwaresa ndefo afekupisha kunanguta pasoswa nangufeta pasoswa mwandi na ambassador chachila muna chafo kupisha kwa Zambians ndefo kumfwa bambefa ma contributions yabo nangufeta pasoswa kwena Zambia being subjected to this kind of this if you much land ambassador Tipa brought your hotel paria but when other people from other countries, I think from South Africa. Then if you are so food, no regard for international reputation in your country, yes, even regarding the embassy barrier. If you think it's easy, if the leadership is to be applied, Zambians, we will let our country's reputation be destroyed like this, and it's very hard to rebuild it. All of us collectively, with intelligence, wisdom, and everything we've stood for a long time be degraded and discarded like this.
Yeah, I think so. Because, you know, we are behaving as if we are in a normal country, a peaceful country, where the police behave as the police. There you saw, they were unleashing police batons on mere journalists for merely taking a phone call, a journalist taking a phone call, taking a video live. Fred Hamamba ordered that he wasn't having a press conference and he called on his police officers, where are you? And you heard, they said, the police buttons are in the car. Murikwi, get the police buttons. They were ready to brutalize the journalist whose duty was just to take a newsworthy developing item. So, hello caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Good evening, Ambassador. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'm James. I'm very much concerned with the conduct of our men in uniforms. You know, whatever is happening countrywide, the police or the men in uniform, they are making UPND more unpopular. Because in times like this, when there is freedom of expression, people must be given platform upon which to campaign. But it's like the police, they are suppressing everyone.
My brother, what if they are being sent? What if they are being directed? The police have been peaceful the whole day. These are political instructions. These are political instructions. I don't know sometimes why we blame the police. You should blame the leadership. You should blame the leadership.
Yes, but again, it's up to the leadership also. If they are not sensitive with things that are happening, then that's their own issue. But it's not good. You know, there where people were, it was a funeral of a king, and then just immediately after you bury, you start following up people. It doesn't make any sense, really, for me. It doesn't make sense.
Yes, that's why we've called for a professional police that will say no to illegal instructions like this and advise the president, Mr. President, I think we are raising political tension in the nation. Let them stay. We'll guard the area. We'll ensure that there's no political misconduct. But you saw, I played an earlier video of the Eastern Police, Robert Mwemba, who was warning the opposition that he had information that they wanted to cause chaos. Has the opposition caused chaos in Chipata? No, they've been very peaceful, and they did none of what that Mwemba Police Commissioner, Eastern Province Police Commissioner, was stating. None of that happened, you know, and yet they were determined to punish our leaders. Okay, thank you. Do you have anything else to say?
Yes, I'm just still talking about the inconsistency by maybe the leadership, because if people are sensitive and they are concerned with whatever they want to achieve, there is no point of sending the police to go and send people out of, it's like they've chased again people from a private business where those people, they paid for things there at that hotel, and then you just say move out. What is that? I think they should try to be reasonable, but what I'm seeing is just they are making things they are putting more salt to the wound by their salt sana. They are putting salt to the wound, suppressing people's views, and the privacy is not good. It's not
For
good.
them, it's sort sana. And what is worrying, thank you very much, what is worrying is that President Hakainde Hichilema in 2021 arrived at Mfue Airport and was stopped. He was not allowed to go into town until almost after 1 hour or so. Even when he went into town, he was escorted by the police. And that video of the president at the airport being stopped, remember he said, do I need a passport in my own country? Mr. President, I throw this question back to you. Does Mundubile and Makebi need their own passport in their own country? What crime have they committed by being at Protea, Mr. President? What crime? Why have you evicted them from Protea Hotel and sent them into the dead of the night without their security? What is your intention, Mr. President? You yourself was subject to this harassment and you condemned it and you said it will never again in Zambia. But see what you've done. You raid a private premises, remove people that were lawfully there, and it's a private business premises. You are a businessman, Mr. President. If there's anyone who understands business, it is you. But you send the police to raid, barricade, yet you have international guests that are here from South Africa, from Mozambique, from Namibia, from Malawi. You embarrass yourself in that fashion. And as if that's not enough, you order that the opposition leaders must leave Chipata because you are present in Chipata. Does Mundubile and Makebi need a passport to be in Chipata? Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contribution.
Good evening, Ambassador.
Good evening. Good evening. Endita.
Ambassador, ile phone ngalanda fefya kwebati. Lesa wa maka yonse ale basunga fe omutende. Emkwai bali kingirirwa omulopa kwa Yesu Kristo. Lero ine kyo ningalanda kyakwebati pali kisha kitika tusambirire ku ekintu kikulusa. Ngani pali wa kateka besu wa Makebi Zulu fintu fingi sana fe bamona ifya kitapo ba akainde ama behavior yabo no buteko bubuleteka ubuteko bwa weekend ubuteko bwa banga ini mikwatiri mbini iri mbo ya mupimpiriri ingesa kupoka no munani kwete mu minore fo kutwara pakani te bantu abakwa tension so nga mure diringa na bantu baraba kwe batikampingu yali chepa mufule mwaromba mano kuli lesa abate bantu bakuchimfyanyana next time ba ambassador nderombako kubantu abashunguruike bakateka babonze babiri bali ino istoko tubererete bakutontonkanya afye ukutita campaign ilo balenda lyonse next time bakwate kwa abantu bampandamano abakwata security minded abantu aba kwata amabanga baspire bafure pali group yabakateka neryo bali kulya koko balerongana konse bafure bafaili sheri ashushe kiri shani nangu pale mu programs zo bapekenye mukampampa bashitashani bachinja ba ambassador ba Mundubile na ba Makebi Zulu muno mukyalo bali behind mind kwambira na kumwana omuno ngaba mona fe kulokutemwa barungu batemwikwe kuli pali aba abantu babiri so ba echi mwalishi balefyo baba teti batemwe ba Mundubile na ba Makebi Zulu bakapite mu town ma road chiro abantu bakafuma abengika bali campaign teti abasuminishe necho ngachako bati balefwa efyo bachiringa parapawo teo bashungurukira pofe baruba abantu babiri nangolo bachisa ba police bachiringa basanga pofe abantu beka pali ino nshita bafume muno live abantu balefika na pa extent ya kwasendo omubiri wabakateka ukoya uchitanefyo balefwa echa kankala nokushaba utampinga wati mu okwisa mipaso opo mulelira opo mukwete amashuwa yasoma kuti bafirwe echo omuntu akiteefyo apama asayiminina na kunfunga okwafumira uli omuntu oba asebanya munfa mu kitumbi okwiba ekitumbi kyakwe n'okweya kikakawula kairi baana kola kwina okukifyalirwa kyako n'okweyayiminina na paka abalanga kwatiri mbinifira pole pole ayimbiri ati abambi baleerira ati yangwina mayandi efe akitika abantu olwo beeminire pali abalera ndati bakashidde mu mukinshi n'abeekiba n'okweba ati ifurundwa fyaba pulezidenti ba Edi Kalungu baali bakita asoti mu kitundu nanikale munfwa baali bakyekawula munfwa okwabula famiri yabo oli yonse kukyefiri ya famiri yabo ofo yakyenwa firaba abakyena okuyaba kyekwira bululu wabo okwabula okusangwako we muntu akwatafe kampingo afyalwana ku bantu we oleetonga kateeka tiwayayimirira napaka suba wamba nokola ndi okweba tiyo tulefu atuka mushinkera mukinshi ushokushikana mukinshi kipiribula shani kanshi kipiribula shani Edi Kalungu baali bakita madda munfwa baali bakita madda munfwa okuya kita madda ekitumbi ekyo bakita balolomba olulupo bamawe wa esite okobekere n'abaana fira bakita bakyekawula oli omubiri iliko postmortem baali ishiba emipashi ky'abaana opo kyaperera olupo lw'abalungu opo olwaperera mu kutontonkanya abalera ngo balanda tyo balungu tabakweta olupo baali ishopo lwaperera tuwayimirira pa open baali alomba obwerero baali londolola ku lupo kyalengera ati bapange iliko postmortem apart from imirandu ku kooti oyo omuntu bamwambanga twamba okumusenda light takyabe bwino abashingurwike bakateeka bensula ifoka tuchenjere ngefyo bible yaranda bakoba ati bushikuwa kuvuta bukafikia abantu bensi bali bwino oyo omuntu takwata ensoni so what is important baraba muraho boostere na bambi bachepe kokwenda na bakateeka kirefu ayikonafonga twaya kulina batifitifi abakulolesha ukumona wangu atawa kunota kuli bwino katuchinje katuchitefi katwambera ifo kwenda abachenjera tuiba abashishita bambasa katuchenjere iki ni example apa pantanshi tufure twachitefi akusana ko badi ninjishibo kwe bati resara abasungo omutende panto cyare bachingirira ni kampeni ya mairo panfirafire benda mu myoto kamairo nga balifunya n'emitwe oro bapitara pali abareweva oro cyarira kebe ngire icyo cyena teta asuminishe bambasa.
Thank you Bamunkonge, thank you very much, thank you Bamunkonge. Hello caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Hello. This is hello.
Mkwai.
This is Reverend Sumaili.
Mkwai Mayo.
Calling from Chipata.
Mkwai Mayo Mwikele Shani, our former Minister of Religious Affairs, Honorable Godfrida Sumaili, and she's in the entourage of Honorable Makebi Zulu and others. Mayo, tushimikile niko Mwikele Shani, natusakamana.
Awe tata ifintu tafiwe mekuno. What I can say to my fellow Zambians is that let us be on our knees, crying to God for him to intervene in our situation and liberate Zambia. What I've seen today, Mwamba, is very, very painful. It is traumatizing. I've never experienced such a thing. And to think that this is my own country, and these are our leaders who have presented themselves to offer an alternative government, and for them to be treated like that, like criminals. These leaders, President Brian Mundubile and his running mate, Honorable Makebi Zulu, with the people, they came to mourn and to put to rest King Mphezeni. So to treat them like that, I think it is very, very unfortunate. You can imagine the police coming to the Protea Hotel, surrounding the hotel. Some are carrying guns, terrorizing everybody. And the situation is that Protea Hotel also receives visitors. even if visitors who came from the different parts of Africa to come and mourn with us, even other visitors, tourists. So it was very traumatizing. The police come in and then they start going room by room to flush them out, to hound them out.
They came room by room.
To say you have to leave. You have to leave. And push them out and escort them out of Chipata. Who does that? Surely, if President Hakainde Hichilema does not know that this kind of cruelty, inhuman treatment of your own citizens, this kind of things, they actually campaign you. The people of Zambia are watching. The people of Zambia are hearing the cries of our leaders. So, that's why I'm asking for prayers. Let us pray for our leaders. They've been pushed in the dark to say Kabieni. In the dark, they left past 19 hours. So let us pray for their safe passage. But also, as people of Zambia, we need to speak out on these kind of things. This is not the Zambia that our forefathers fought for. What independence is here? So I just wanted to express my disappointment and of course appeal to the people of Zambia to take interest in what is happening. We have only one Zambia. If we mess up this country, we will have nowhere to go. We do not want to see our country destroyed. Thank you, Bamamba.
Thank you very much, Mario. Thank you so much for the update. You have just received an update from Honorable Godfrida Sumaili, former Minister of Religious and National Guidance, Religious Affairs and National Guidance. And she has given a witness account of what happened, where the police surrounded the Protea Hotel, barricaded it, and stormed the area and physically removed Honorable Brian Mundubile and Honorable Makebi Zulu and their entourage, and then ensured that they were ordered out of the hotel and out of Chipata. And the minister was just telling us the account. Thank you, Honorable Sumaili, and thank you for being brave. We continue to pray for you. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Hello, Honorable Mamba, Mwabombeni.
Mkwaimaya, Mwabombeni.
Hatu abombashe bwino network kuno taiti bwino kumya sikatuishinganishi. Bamwamba chabulanda sana kwati shibalondolola bamayo basumaili. Ababa akateka baleshta akantunga kachitika kunu moku balela ndokwe bati president lungu ewatuma abantu bakwe. So apa abatumina abantu babo ni ba president ba HH. Lero cha tule balomba ba HH nga bale kutika nangu tabale kutika batinga kulimemba wabole kutika wa paraminana na benda ba HH. Abebe kwe bati abantu nabachinja kale change nabayimona ba HH tatwa ikale kwati tuli abashamuri kino kyalo awe omutende balanda tumali ba peace ni peace yashani echa barufyenye ba Makebi Zulu na ba Brian Mundubile ukuba konkera kuloji kulya ni chinshi mulandu nshiba kwete ewa banga batansisha ba Makebi Zulu mama na bachimona motoka ya ba Makebi Zulu kwati bapitela ba na president ba Brian Mundubile baba konka okwati bapele milandu baba sukabene baba shira road nangu banga konka ba Brian ba president wes na ba president na ba vice president ba Makebi Zulu kwati bapele milandu ba HH mfire nkushiba tafya bombe eja tulefo ya fwe bantu ni change mwali tu promise fintu ifingi tamulakwanisha. That's why today mifunyapo ba president echechi na bantu beno omudde mfano kwe bati balerando kwe bati background tapali bwino and chishinka tapali bwino tatulaikala bwino abantu ama dola na ichipasha na chipapati economy ilifya pali apene namba chitwala chililo kumisunga mu office bakateka ni chinshi ile 5 years mubombeleko namuomba namufirwa kubomba abanenu bate ukuyendera mukyalo kiri kyabo tulemye bamulefwaya tamulefwaya chenjeko iri ukwekwenda muleya ifwaikaloke iroka bamwamba abantu kuyabaleya aleshoninga bakofi abena Zambia chakwatye ntwikatane muri kino kyalo kyesu ukwatukafunya pasa 18th August bamwamba mumombe bwinolesa mpani.
Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and make your contribution. Be brief.
Hello, Ambassador.
Hello, good evening. Please tell us your name and where you're calling.
I'm calling from Mongo.
Okay.
Yes, I'm calling from Mongo.
From Mongo, make your contribution.
My name? Yes, I'm calling from Mongo. Yes, Honorable, what you are saying is very shameful. Hello, I'm calling from Mongo.
My brother, continue and switch off the other device. Is misleading you. Just continue, make your contributions.
All right, I'm calling from Mongo. So it is very shameful to what is happening, Mamamba. Because when you look at what happened way back in Western Province here, that time at Komboka, this current president did not respect the president who was leading this country. He misbehaved a lot. But, you know, being a person and being respectful to traditional leaders, he was not arrested from Mongo. Because if he was arrested from Mongo, it was going to trigger a lot of things. But when you look at this president of ours, he's not tabakwa attention abantu aba. Abanamaswavi batu bateni ba. Because you cannot do things like that. Imagine people that have gathered in Chipata. They're coming from different countries and you behave in such a way. You go at the hotel where there are even other visitors who have come from other countries and you start behaving like that. You see? So, the time when he was the time when he misbehaved in Mongo, he was not arrested from here. He was considered to be human. And the government by then respected the traditional ceremony which was happening in Mongo. So they decided to come and to go and arrest him from Lusaka. If there's something that they have done wrong, please, they would have held it and wait the time of mourning passes. That's when they were supposed to do whatever they wanted to do. But what they have done is very shameful. Nomba pungwa tasakamana kuchenjeshi kwa nkoko. Not kwa tama vote mamamba. We have our voters card. We are going to use them. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you very much. We are discussing the developing story where the Zambia police, led by Deputy Inspector General of Police Fred Hamamba, stormed Protea Hotel and surrounded it, barricaded it, and ensured that he evicted both Brian Mundubile and Makebi Zulu. And before that, he had arrested 5 of their security officials. And then later he came back with a huge convoy and ensured that he flashed. And as you heard from Mama Godfrida Sumaili, the police even stormed the area. The Zulu king Mphezeni ka Zwelithini, you know, the father to the son to the former king Zwelithini. So the successor is called King Mphezeni ka Zwelithini. His father was Zwelithini. Him is ka Zwelithini. Has sent a high-powered delegation to the funeral, and we understand they were staying at Protea. Prince Tulani Zulu, Prince Tukani Zulu, and the economic special envoy for the Nkosi, Malusi Zondi, are all at those hotels in. And then you have a delegation that came from from Mozambique, and another high delegation from Chipata. From Malawi, sorry. They witnessed this brutality where the police were knocking on doors and demanding that they're looking for Makebi Zulu and Mundubile and their people. Flashed them out and they've driven them out of the city in the darkness. Before that, they were stripped of their security. And that's why we are calling for you to pray for them. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Thank you very much. I opt not to give my identity.
Thank you very much.
It's tragic. It's tragic and very difficult to digest. Because as the Aka Tamba rightly observed, this is worse even than what we saw under KK in one part state. Under KK, Aka would even manage to hold Congress meetings, but now you can't. This man is a curse to this country. The day he assumed that office, Zambia assumed the dark cloud. We are under a dark cloud. The man has taken governance, the presidents, and he put it in his pockets. He thinks he's a god. He can order anybody around. But when you look at these police officers, they are human beings. If you understand the workings and the operations of the police, you would understand. These police officers are working under stress on the orders that are given. Ukaenda pa Central Police Patch. It's orders all the time. Today we'll do this, today we'll do this. And they're just looking at them. They have 5 senses, they can conclude, and they know that what is happening is wrong. These police officers, they are destitute under this government. They are in misery. That's why you find that even the suicide rates among themselves is high. They are busy getting the AK, blowing themselves up because of frustrations that has been visited them. And they know. Under the Patriotic Front, PF built them. Masterpiece police stations. PF bought them houses. Bankangati ni wazungu, my brother, Ambassador Manoma. Manga ni wazungu, mkaibwengena mchesto ni mucha. Manyumba mele wankarama. Digalungu. And as they are brutalizing the opposition like that, they are coming from those houses. The UPND, they were living in the shacks. That's where they were living. So the issue here is to ensure that we remain standing in the gap. Prayer is what has brought us this far. We must continue praying because this is not a physical battle. When you talk about the motorcade, look at how behaved the opposition were today. They hear that the president is coming. They gave way. You should have also given a comparison, my brother, on what happened in Mongo. What happened in Mongo is that the cadres were even on the vehicle, pointing a finger, insulting the head of state with a finger, with Aga nature insight. So when you compare the two, you are going to know who a thug is. That man must never be anywhere. Should have been never be anywhere near the presidents. And all this is also because us, the people. It's a problem of us, the people. God rejected that man 5 times. And you say, let's go ahead. And indeed, in the working of these things, if he didn't rule, there would have been bloodshed maybe in this country. People would have been saying that maybe this is the Messiah. Now everyone, Ambassador Manoa, can see for themselves. You don't need to be told who President Kainde is. Even if people in Southern Province, they have seen for themselves. No one is doubting. Everyone is, that man, goodness gracious me. God must come through for this country. Because me, I've never seen this. From a funeral, and he has embarrassed us. From this, he doesn't even care. The man, he doesn't care. Look at the humiliation, the shame the embarrassment he has brought on this country. 1 year is failing to bury his predecessor. Why were the international community looking at us? People wanted to mediate. He refused that. I know what I'm doing. 1 year, over 1 year are some days. Eddie Kalungu is not yet buried. And all he does is to be brutalizing the people. Everything, health services have collapsed. Minister of Health is in a crisis, is in a coma. The man is the only thing he knows is to lock up people. Money is the only one who's having the money for campaigns. We thank God that now everybody has seen the onus is on each and every Zambian, wherever you are. The voter's card. These elections are somehow different than any other elections we have ever had, even during UNIP. Get your voter's card. Let us go and deliberate ourselves. Each dog has its own day. There's always a day that comes for anything. That seat where he's sitting, he's not glued on that seat. We had the people who stayed there. We say the living God, and we shall continue praying day and night. The God of Abraham, the God of Meshach, is going to liberate. He's going to come through for Zambia. God has never failed this country. Zambia is a Christian nation. God has never failed this country. The altars, the shrines, and everything will not stand anywhere. We shall pray. We shall fast until this country is liberated from this evil cup that we have bestowed upon ourselves.
Thank you, my
May
brother.
God
Thank you.
bless the Republic. Thank you.
Indeed, may God bless the Republic. I've got so many calls. Try to be brief to see how many we can accommodate. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and make your contribution.
Hello, Ramwamba.
Hello. Tell us your name and make your contribution.
Okay. My name is Mlenga, calling from Lusaka. Ramwamba, what we are seeing, what we are witnessing, we can't be in a country where one person now thinks is the God for Zambia. Petiba akainde pagabali, baye mukulafunya abantu mu mahotels bena balenda, bale bashe free konse baleya. But leero ifefe atampa okukitika mu kyalo kya Zambia. Zambians, my appeal to all Zambians, please, let's open our eyes. We only have one Zambia. Let's open our eyes, and on 13th August, let's wake up at 04. We go and remove this devil from office. That's Mamba.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and make your contribution.
Good evening, Mamba.
Good evening.
On a sad moment in Charlie. First of all, today we saw the sort of moment where the king of the Bengali people was put to rest. May his soul rest in peace. At the same time, when, like you have mentioned, when we have visitors, sometimes this is how I was raised. When there are visitors around, even when I committed something, my parents, my mom would tell me, okay, this will remain, put it in old drop or in whatever and cupboard, we will deal with this issue later. Meaning that the people. So when the visitor goes, mom always deal with me. Ambassador, when there is visitors, the way we have received people from other countries, this man could have behaved some. He could have exercised intolerance. But all this is God's work. You know how the police works? I'll tell you one thing, and to the general public, the police are very interesting people. Because when you think they're giving a command ends at the senior superintendent there. And then the rest, they just go and do it to feed them the same. That's how it works. And the police are very good at the campaigning. Very good. They'll make the ruling party feel the pain because They will put up a checks. They will put up what? Among themselves, even the people who went to destabilize the situation on the President Makebi and President Mundubile, they know very well that this thing is going to go viral. But the only fool and the person who is not thinking is the command, the DIG. He thinks he runs the show just because his brother, I told him to say they should. The instruction he left was they should not sleep in the Eastern Province because tomorrow as they will be driving back to LSK, they will do the road shows and they will be under a small camp river they will pass. So that's the only thing that we are fearing. And now the question is, are the police ready to do those things? The police will just say it. They will just say, expecting the opposition to resist. And trust me, there's a resistance not from the opposition as a party, but from the people themselves, the general public. So, and this is one thing this man has been saying, no, there was no opposition. And where is now the anxiety? Where is there's never been opposition for the past 4 years or 5 years. We expect him to go through. And now he's going on, and Ambassador, allow me to say this. This is how evil and how satanic this man is. Because I'll give you two examples, or one example, but about two people. You remember, Ramamba, when this other fool by the name of Sampa, when he was campaigning for his uncle, one of his uncles was not yet buried. The man was all over the country doing the campaigns. Thereafter, he wanted to become a president. There was fighting left, right, center. We saw one person being appointed. Even after all those name calling of ECL, the man was appointed, was given a post. This time around, we don't know exactly what Gary Congo did. But boss, this man, we called the church as his boss. We saw those videos was going around. This man, are you telling me the church cannot forgive if there's anything that Gary did? All the works that he has been with the party for all these years. Just for Gary to say, I want to stand, exercise my right, my constitutional right, Gary is being brutalized. So we can tell how evil this man is at the point of death. I don't know this issue, Ambassador. If you look at how many people that he says he has hated, that he has bound to fight, anyone who said what against HH today, they're either dead, now he's dead. Tutua was the one who was the first one. May so rest in peace. ECL, all these people, they are all dead, you are imprisoned. This is how evil, when you talk about evil, you should always, in my view, I always look at evil as HH. This is the easiest example that I have. So, but anyway, God shall prevail. This country is a country of Christianity, we are Christians, and Christ to shine. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and make your contribution.
This is Precious Inonge Mugaita from Livingston.
Precious, make your contribution.
Honorable, I don't take time when I talk, but today give me 2 minutes. I want to explain everything so that the world can know what is happening right now. Because enough is enough. And this message goes directly to you, President Makebi. You know, even when I'm talking right now, I'm crying because I saw this even in my dream. I saw that Makebi Zulu, he was attacked. Someone pretended to work with him when the plan was just to kill Makebi Zulu. And this information that I'm telling you by Manu Mwamba, this is the truth. The tag, whatever happened today, the tag they want Makebi Zulu, not Mundubile, no. The tag is Makebi Zulu. Makebi Zulu is disturbing them. They know that Makebi Zulu is loyal to ECL. So he cannot betray Balungu even in his days. This is why you see they continue following them. So now today, the President Hakainde Hichilema, you remember last time when I posted those letters, which was saying that there are some people who was working with Marungu in his government, who was helping Hakainde Hichilema to destabilize the leadership of PF governments. And in those letters, they said, one, they'll start with Edgar Lungu. And that PIO who was informing Varungu, he was saying that this information, it was only for Varungu. And he said, I'm too junior, inspector by rank, for security reasons. What is important is to save the Republican president and the other top leaders whom they want to coup and kill, just to allow the government of their evil plans. And this is what they are doing right now. The plan there, they are taking the Makebi Zulu. Why, the President Hakainde Hichilema, you failed to instruct the officers to arrest the criminals who was gassing innocent Zambians? But now you want to start instructing officers to block the people who want to serve the people of Zambia, just because you want to allow in the government of your evil plans. Why are you doing this for President Hakainde Hichilema? The true mighty God who sees in secret is watching you. Remember, you made me suffer with my 3-month-old child. I was not a killer. I was not a gasser. I was being mocked there at prison with my innocent child. Since the time I came from prison, I've been appealing to Mr. President that instruct officers to arrest the criminals who was gassing innocent Zambians, but you failed to do that. What did Makebi Zulu do to you? What did they do to you? I know that my brother Mundubile is safe. Even you from deep down your heart, you know, Mr. President, the tag is Makebi Zulu. What did Makebi Zulu do to you? Why? Leave that man alone. Please, we beg you in God's name. You betrayed Varungu by not bringing truth to the nation. You failed to instruct officers to arrest the criminals who was gassing innocent Zambians. But Makebi Zulu went there to mourn. They went there to mourn. How can you do that? To send your government? Because those police, whatever they are doing it under your instructions. You cannot even escape this. And I'm appealing to the International Criminal Court of Law. I'm one of the people who was sent in prison for telling Hakainde Hichilema that he's the one who was behind the gassing. I just said it. I didn't even witness it. But he sent me to prison. But today the killers is giving them immunity. Now you want to start punishing innocent people. Me, Honorable Emmanuel Mamba, I cannot accept this. Please, wise leader, this is why I told Bachanda, even him today. I believed in Bachanda. I thought like Bachanda, indeed he was a good man. But Charles Chanda, I told him the fact today. I told him, I said I didn't know that he was a UPND project. Because all these leaders we keep on trusting, they want to bring problems to us instead of working together and make sure that the President Hakainde Hichilema is out of power, but you still want to give him more powers. Why? Why are you doing this to us? What have we done to you? Mama, thank you very much. This is what I wanted to say. Please, President Hakainde Hichilema, arrest the criminals who was gassing and leave innocent people alone. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear sister. Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contribution. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and give your contribution.
Kalombo mwani wa mwamba na lando kwati nini mushurungurwa
Mkwai, yola ndenipo.
Kalombo mwani nomba ichapa pusho chakwe wokwe bati bushe ififi achitika kuchipatelelo umuntu achimina padya okulanda okwe bati this is how we bury the dead. Umuchinshi kabiri kupela ichalo kumono kubati fetu achita nombano mushirita ola uma poba shika abantu ne chitumbita chirabora mu manda mulya aima atuma abantu kuya pakasa badya abachikwata umuchinshi kumanda kuli ero nomba kabiri bamwachirolesha abantu babiri aba ma presidential candidates ushe government tetikwateko umuchinjwa kupela abantu abo abasalirwe ku bantu abekala kyalo ichiba chitakwena bakateeka bakayinde chibi sana nga balonfwa ku bantu ife basosa bonfweko bantu munshebwa ichibe batitila aide n'amashinsha akubuko apa ife bachitecha chonse nachimona umusalo kurusana bafye musosere padapene pade pachikala the dignitaries that came from South Africa nomba bena bakubulokwa to muchinshwa kupera kuli bali abeshire mukulirana ifwe usho muntu wa msangushani wa kwato mutima wa msangu efi a dignified barwe balelanda ichiro tachila pata bala pasa no kupasa baleta ifintu ifi ku bantu banawo bebe niko nga balonfwa bade kwata kwensoni no muchinshi kubekala chalo wa Zambia na totela mkwani.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, make your contribution. Let's go and make your contribution. The Zulu king, Mphezeni Zwelithini, dispatched a high-powered delegation to Zambia for the funeral of his close ally and brother, Ngoni King Mphezeni IV. Of course, the king himself cannot attend. It's like Bemba tradition. The king cannot attend, but he sent from the royal crown Prince Tulani Zulu, Prince Tutukani Zulu, and the royal cultural and economic envoy Inkosi Malusi Zondi. Then your dignitaries from the Malawian government and from the Ngoni Mbelwa from Malawi. Your dignitaries from Mozambique and from Tanzania. They are all there, and they witnessed this harassment by the police, where Deputy Inspector General of Police Fred Amamba stormed the hotel, barricaded it, and ensured that he removed Makebi Zulu and Brian Mundubile, arrested, detained their security team, and then hounded them out of Eastern Province, out of Chipata. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from. Hello, caller. Yes, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
It's calling me Lusaka. I would rather be anonymous.
Anonymous, make your contribution.
Okay, Wamamba. I just wanted to find out if you have got any information the way about our presidential candidate. We are worried at the moment. We don't know where they are, how safe they are, and how can they get their security men. We are very worried. I don't know if you can update us on that one. Okay,
let me make a call to find out how they are. By the time I went to broadcast, they were being driven out of Chipata, and you heard the call from Honorable Godfrida Smaili. So let me find out for you.
Okay, Zikomo. I think the truth, the ground is not okay, but for now, there is nothing we can do. Our main interest is to see Mr. Hakainde Hichilema elected again. Otherwise, Gatisiwa Zankara elected in Ichi Tankara problems. Some of us, I think it's been long pentinambo kukuzana tipa ground is pali bwino. I think like myself, there is nothing that I'm benefiting from the party. But the only thing that I can say that I'm benefiting in freedom ya menetili nayo as for now, which is good. There is nothing that I'm benefiting apart from the freedom that we have right now. But when we tell you that the ground is not okay, kambiri imwe wakuru matichita avoid. Issue wa president wa Zankara affected vazona. Mark my words. Muyangani sise chabema.
Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contribution. Oh, Is cut, please call back. You can call back. You can call back.
I've decided to come here to appreciate the vision of our able president, whose vision tells us that the country is now going on the right direction than it was before. I won't be ashamed to mention that, than it was before.
Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contribution.
Hello, good evening, Ramamba. This is Mama T.
Yes, Mama T. Make your contribution.
Ifile chitika tafiwe menangula pano, especially the fact that today was a day that we were burying our king, and that happened. But anyway, it is good that they did that. Kamenso y'abantu abafumine kunse n'abamonefire ekitika mu Zambia. Bamwamba mu Zambia tutatwikeere bwino. Yesterday, kwali ifyongo okukunanikane kukabwe. Abalito ba ingande yawo candidate w'esule iminina batonse pamoja alliance kada n'abamwishi baneshina airefe Africa background opo bakwatire rali abene because yali ni day yabo ifine bareta abene amapolices bareta but narero uyo Jimmy uyo ati James uyo Jema nanomba tabaramwikata instead bari kata abantu abakutonse abashato lepo amabwe abashapangire po omulando nomba mwe bantu bakwale sife twalaika lefi awe ba plan Mundubile na ba Makebi ma Zambians just like all of us. Ukubatamfya kuchipata, ukubafunya kuchipata, kwebati bwekereni kurusaka, kwati ma foreigners abakwebati nabengira mu kyalo okwabula amapepala. Iki kyanaka kirewama. Iki kyalo kyesu bonse. Let's respect one another. Efe tufuire twayishira. Anzana abantu nga bamipero omukinshi. Namwe bapenyu omukinshi. Ngekyashupa sana nikinshi kansi bakainde ekirema. Kyekyavuta maningi, kyekyakuvutani maningi pa mutima wanu apo nikyani kyekyakuvutani maningi. Kalani pansi zifuseni. Why bantu bakamba kuti ya sitibafuna. Zamne vive muchita, it's one of the things why people don't want you back. Who want to be treated the way you are treating us? As if we are foreigners. As if this country is not ours anymore. We will not allow that. We respected the 5 years that we gave you. Ukwebati mushita affairs ya chinicharo cha Zambia. No, kufirwa mwewe ni mwafirwa. You failed your own exam, Mr. Akainde Chilima. You told the Zambians that you give them minimum for 50 kwacha. Fertilizer for 250 kwacha. Dollar sold at 10 hours, 14 hours, the kwacha will appreciate. Who said those things? It was you. You come back, you say no, twasangirama kofasta mwadi indarama. Are you sure? Mwarandire fingu kwebati fonga twaisa. Tukaleta ma investors aba kwebati bansa twale charo chespantage. What investors have you brought muno Mzambia botu mwene poefu? Abobo mwaletere mwabapera dola musaka juka nejwe. Mwali bapere mpia shesufunya kunapsa. Mwabapera. Mwabapera na 25 years bali sentence ya muma nani kani matogetse eyo bakulire bakabolala. When they were building those toilets, you told the Zambian people that they want to be stealing money from you. But today you come, you turn around. The same toilets you were condemning, you give to your friends for 25 years. They should be collecting our monies for 25 years. Are you sure? Mwareta na nikani CDF yenu yopa 40 million. Nishwa chitapo pali 40 million. Tapati. Yo bari kongole mpia nombea eo mwareta konopa. Bari kongole mpia shingi. So in 5 years tuwale stashani. Tuwale bombela pana nikani pa kongole so ba kongole ba PF. Na mwesha. Mutu wewe na mwesha mpia shoshine so ba kongole ba PF. When you are promising people all those promises you made to the people of Zambia, didn't you know that you are PF wari Kongole mpia? Baka inde. Then to pera no muchinshi. Uwe no muchinshi kulemi pera. We've endured for 5 years. Now we are just waiting for 13th August to go back we liberate ourselves. Please leave us in peace. Leave Makebi Zulu in peace. Leave him alone. Leave your brand Mundubile alone. Eto turefu atofa tukanse vota. Fe wino mumuchinshi. Ngamuka wina tata nishina muwina. Nishapwa. Tapari fish pida hapa. Tafikose de mwadide ta free education. Walifunya kwa makadazi. Badala ina magari mtengawa te makadazi. Ma angels binu. Abale abantu kukawa kufunya umuntu irinso. No, those are not cadres. Those are your angels. So imana mubumba, mwalileta peace. Mulanda tuwalileta peace. Mwalileta Zambia. Nangu ifyofine fintofe waona wile PF ate bali ona ula. Tabatu bali shata kulinda lama. Mwalileta Zambia. Mwalileta Zambia. Tulekeni tukavote fye gwino pa 13 August. Tulefo okuvota. No muntu tulefo okuvotera ni Makebi na ba president bako ba mundu. Abantu ko tulefo okuvotera. Because it wachula 4 years in darkness. You said in Dubai there is no rains. When I come here, I'll bring the no shedding. What did you do? The opposite of everything that you are promising the people of Zambia. As if now you are mocking us. On top of that, number, takuli no kwenda. Waya kuchipata wa ileterera. Waya kukulesha wa ileterera. Waya kuchechi wa ileterera. Takuli na peace. We. Leso wanga mjuluma kainde. Leso tupepa. Ala turuile nkundu. And whether you like it or not, you are going. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you are making a call, we'll be closing the broadcast. We were alarmed at the issue regarding Brand Mundubile and Makebi Zulu. They were evicted from Protea Hotel Chipata, and people are trying to find out where they are. They were driven out of Chipata, and we had the call from the former Minister of Religious Affairs, National Guidance and Religious Affairs, who was in their entourage, who's in Chipata and narrated what happened. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Hello, Ambassador Mawombeni.
Kwa Mawombeni.
Mama Kendra calling within Lusaka.
Yes, Mama Kinga, make your contribution.
Ambassador and chintu cha chifundo manyingi chamene taona chachitika pasiku ya lero. Because ise vantu pamene taona tezoganza kuti baja vantu vaenda mukulosha kuchai a president vaenda mukulosha kushika vachifi vatu va Mphezeni. But vakainde chikuru mani chenzi vaendera kuja sanaende mukulosha vakainde benze chapepa target kuti since vaja vantu valiko kuja zvivonse kuja mpaka vichitikeko. Because mwaenzi vaendera veva president kuja valosha vabwerako
bacha abantu bini bake baende kuja ku hotel bini bake baende babakongerere chifuka chacha bacha abantu bamenye batenga baika maseozi wana chifuka cha bwanji bacha bakapokola sibasebenza pabeka bebe ba president ndiye batuma bacha abantu kuchitani vaso ni vingati pale bachitika hapo ba president sibakambapo gari ngombe bana mchita bwanji kumasapoka ku ambassador bakainde banakambapo chani vanakambapo chani vakainde vanakambapo chani valisi vanaenda ku South Africa vaambassador vanatenga muviri wavarungu vanachita viri vose vavezofuna kuri varungu ngati venze vapoza waisi vanachita dress ndani nation kuti vakambe kuti ine nambira ngani yasoso ine ku South Africa sinaendeko olo ku South Africa ninaenda but sinaende kwasoso ingani yapoza waisi vanapasa mlandu vanhu vamene vanaka vakupasa mazambians vosi vamene vatatitanda kuti vanachita vaso kuri varungu waisi vanapasa mlandu wa Makebi vantu vaenda mukulosha chansoni vaambassador chansoni kubwera vantu vosiyana kuti vaambassador kubolo ikamariro and yet Mphezeni is vachifa ja muntu olemekezeka vakainde vari beulemu vahakainde vari beulemu vahakainde vari beulemu napwezapo katatu chifukwa kuti vahakainde vari naulemu sembe vonse ivi sirinachitiki kuti mwe vizi vaendera mukulosha sembe vachokako chape vacha vakapukula sembe sivanachiteko na vonse vizi vakapukula sivangaende veka ikusivangaende veka vamwamba vakainde ndiye vachita distract vakapukula kuti vaende kuja kuri vapresident vatu vabrani Mundubile navamakebi koma vamene vachita vakainde sivabwino olo vantu vanenge vakabata akainde anapita movingati akainde anapita mukukwenze kumongo kuja aende vese vosifunyira vakainde moteketi yavarungu vakainde vanaichita bwanji vese vosifunira vakainde olo niweve mwai vari pa president apa mwamene vari apa so mwamene venzi vaendera kuja kuchipata vabrani naveve then vabrani vachita so kuti sembe ndiye vaenzi vachita vabrani sembe vabrani tikamba manje sembe vari muchifungo pano paitikamba kuti vabrani vafuna kupaisa vapresident then vantu vangafuna kuti kama
Just hold on, my caller. Just hold on. Yeah, just hold on. Okay.
So vakainde yes vamwamba sichapwino vavasiye vamakebi Zulu vavasiye vabrani Mundubile mulungu kwamenya ali kuli konse pazino ndau avasogolera avachite protect vagonye muche kuli konse kwamenya vaenda first vangelo vazingala pasogolo ni mumotoka veve pakali bongena mu driver mkulu ni mulungu ni Yesu ndiye driver mkulu kuli bevo ipa vaiza zachitika vaja vantu valina mulungu ziko mu ambassador Mphezeni.
Thank you very much. Kindly make your last calls. We'll be closing in on top of the hour. Today we're discussing the funeral of Mphezeni. He was being put to rest, but it's been marred by evening reports that the police, led by Fred Hamamba, attacked Brian Mundubile and Makebi Zulu's entourage, ensured that they were evicted from Protea Hotel Chipata and removed from there, and they've been escorted out of Chipata. That is the information we have right now, and I spoke to people that were in Chipata. You heard the videos, and then you heard what our dear sister stated, our dear mother, who is Godfrida Sumaili, and narrated what happened.
No. You should worry.
Yes, what's
the problem? Those are wanted.
They are wanted.
Yes. That's the reason why we have 50.
Okay.
Yes.
So for now,
I had invited Professor Jones Kasonso, and he has not connected. I don't know what happened. I should have then let him speak. His line is still active. He has not come. Professor Kasonso, people are looking for you. They are saying, where are you?
Let's avoid here. Let's avoid. I'm of the moment. Get wrong patterns. Get wrong patterns. Take on my own pattern. Bari Samuel Wen.
Indeed, I had invited Professor Jones Kasonso. He called, he wanted to make a contribution. I said we should connect him, but he has not picked that link that I've sent to him. Professor Jones Kasonso, people are looking for you. Maybe just make your remarks quickly so that we can then close, because we have promised people that you are coming. And you've gone mute, Professor Jones Kasonso. They wanted you to make you, maybe I should have let you speak, but I thought I could connect you and see you by video, because you have always called you my co-anchor. I'm trying to call Professor Jones Kasonso, and thank you, Kola, for reminding me about Jones Kasonso. Thank you. Yes, yes. Okay, we are closing on top of the hour. If you have any call, you make it now. Please don't call when I have closed. We are inviting you to make your calls now.
Okay, Zikomo. I think the truth, on the ground is not okay, but for now, there is nothing we...
Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contribution.
Hello, Mwamba Mwagumbe, because I could feel that, I could hear that the volume is faint. Can you hear me?
Yes, very clear. You are very, very clear.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, Mwamba, it's hard even to comment. Yeah, it's just getting hotter. Our country is getting hotter. At the present moment, let's make sure that our two MC are in safe hands. Yeah, because this is worrying. Yeah, once we know that they are in safe hands, then the rest is secondary. Yeah. Okay, Ramwamba, I want to touch on something which is very, very important. I paid very much attention to the remarks or to the announcement, I don't know how I can call it, yeah, from the president when he was at the funeral. But by lungu ndelanda muchiremba but bachiranda musungu tufuire kwa abashika kulingana ngefa tulifika y'inkalu Yesu bachifu abafuire efe tufuire efe twashika bayedika lungu. Nomba ini question eyo ndei pusha yakwe bukwe bati president. I'm just an ordinary person and I'm zero education. But president, he is so much well educated. Ngachako gatayama shui mwachi bonchia. Elo nomba kwa isa chitike fifi chitike. Bushe wa king. Na mwashika with dignity. I don't think ba king na mwashika with dignity. Kantu mundu ngatwala alika when tungulushi yesu wa presidenti tatulika po isya landa kufwala umubirura nomba twa pepa wala la tamubashirikire indignity. So how could you say that you would have loved or you would want to bury Lungu in a dignified way, just like you've done? Chakana sana. Nabasalulwa efo nyingalanda elo tu Since you said that you have always wanted to bury Balungu in a dignified way, you being the leader of the country, why have you failed? This is the question to you, Mr. President. I'm an ordinary person. I'm not a politician, but we see what's happening. Ero chingecho ndefo kulanda na werera kuntunguru shishesu obachitire ichavipa. Everything started from the time when they went for filing. It was just on the tip of the tongue. They could have told them to just go away. But I never why. They have always wanted something. But I folk frustrated. I repeat what I said the other day, 2 days ago. I said, "Do shukusheme chimbala chilocha." So number, kisha number straight. I still repeat my words. Makebi Zulu, Mundubile, na bonse mwe baliko, mubeshe aba kusa, wikwate chifukushi, kumchita frustrated, and I'm appealing to all the politicians to try their best, come together and give a safe hand to Makebi na Mundubile. Imwe bonse tishani mwe bale iminina baali kalaba nabosa bashala banani uko ndekesheni babantu benu bafwa yenu bandika na tusakamana chabulanda ero futi ndekosesha amazambians mwe mazambians muitina bonse na mono bati chalunachi muitina nangwa panono mwikwate chifukushi. Support in everything. We can see what's happening. What's happening is not something normal. Very abnormal. Hello, coming to the police force. The police force, they are working the pressure. They've got no say. They've got say when the country is under siege, the party from Lelo to Kosepio na Makasana, but coming another 5 years, we have to forget about ourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you very much. Thank you for your call, and yeah, thank you.
Mundubile, 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 Mundubile. So I'm Yamalu.
Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from, and make your contribution.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is MK6 calling in from South Africa.
MK6, make your contribution.
Yeah, the whole day we just had dedicated it to watching what was going on the burial of the Ngoni king. It's a sad state of affairs where the leader would want to capture everything. Kusherefe panono, nobody in nomba to aramulabade chitana nani kare vajandirira fe traditional ceremony yonse vajandirira. I only praise my king kwa mwata tavangarira because I was so surprised to see the king buried in that fashion, never president. Not even a president might be buried that way, first of all. Because for me, what I know is kumiensweko tuafuma ifyo tushike mfumufiria because bachikulire bonse bakapaso ngaema impizi mwebo eba bako yes, government can be there, but not to take charge of Malilo ya Fidia. That aside, let me come to politics now. I only thank God and the people that are standing strong. They even stood against the regulations that were laid by the Ndunas there. They said no politics, but the MPs themselves, Eva Chamba, you know how God does things, eh? Ama MPs, but never pass over from motions situation Nyama politics. Eva Chamba no Kwamba. I'm trying to get hold of the audio, or I'm trying to get hold of what that old man who went and knelt down before the two leaders that we are looking up to. I think you saw the video that has gone viral where he knelt in the midst of the MPs. He went and knelt before them and spoke. I think he spoke something there. So I want to find, if you have that audio, maybe you can share to the public. What did he say?
Okay, let me look for it quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, MK. Let me take the other calls before we close. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
This is Donosca. I'm calling from Italy.
Father Donosca, long time, sir. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you so much. I've just been following your program. And of course, this sad news that has just reached us as well. Very sad indeed. Very sad state of affairs. The whole morning today, we were glued on the TV and on the radio stations, on the internet media channels to follow what was happening when there was the burial of Paramount Chief Mphezeni. And I was touched, first of all, this morning by the words that were issued by Bishop Lungu during the celebration of the Holy Mass. And he mentioned something that touched me very well about the Paramount Chief. He was a unifier. He loved everyone. He welcomed everyone. Regardless of your tribe, your provenance, regardless of who you are, he will stop on the roadside and give transport to passers-by. And not to mention a lot of things that the bishop mentioned during that homily. But he said he was a lovely man. He was an open-minded Paramount Chief. Now, after beautiful words, then I was just surprised, and we started now, instead of talking about the deceased, because what I know myself, when, even in the tradition of our Catholic tradition is, you talk about the gospel, you talk about the Requiem Mass, and then you talk about the deceased. We don't talk about, that's why even the bishop would say, well, we don't want people wearing political regalias, because there, the Mass, it has to unite different people of different religion or of different faithful orientations. And so there was some sort of, the idea here where was to celebrate the spirit of Paramount Chief Mphezeni. And that spirit, most of us, we have recognized it, that he was a unifier. We're not going to talk about the some of the weaknesses that each and every person have, that also I have those weaknesses, but we are talking about the general attitude of Wachifu Mphezeni. Good man, strong man, powerful ruler indeed. Now, when we heard about this, then we heard about the other chiefs who came there, and everyone, they recognized the great leadership of our paramount chief. We never knew that there were also intentions of police arresting people during the funeral. We never knew about that. It's very sad. It must not happen. I have my friends who are in the police service. I have my friends, we went there with them to school. They are professional people. Bamwamba, our police officers, they are very good. There's the history of the Zambia police, the history of our men in uniform has been wonderful for the past years. We went to have peace in our neighboring countries, Congo, Mozambique, Malawi, Tanzania, and Rwanda, Sierra Leone. We went there, the Zambia army, the Zambia police, they went for peace keeping. Our men and uniform, they are so professional. Now, if they are so professional, what was so difficult in issuing, just as the police may do, you issue a police warrant, you are requested. It sounds to me very strange. I've listened to many callers who have said maybe they just wanted, there was some sort of plan and things like that. I hope that was not the case. But what I just wanted to say is, listening to President Hakainde Hichilema during the funeral, saying, this dignity we have shown to the Zambian people of burying with great respect our paramount chief, and then police arresting and saying, we have been following you because Lusaka has been, they want to arrest. You know, it was so sad. It's sad. It should not happen. It should not happen. Politics, you politicians, you fight on ideas, on how you can serve the Zambian people. I have never imagined that politicians are enemies. No, you are antagonistic on how you can serve the Zambian people. This is what we have heard all along. My appeal, 2 appeals I would like to make. One is my appeal to the members of Policy Alliance and the members of PF Pamosi Alliance. We all need peace. We just need peace. Colleagues, we know you might be offended. We know you might be angered by this academent, but let's choose peace. Our country has suffered enough. We need peace. Let us pray for Brian Mundubile. Let us pray for Makebi Zulu. And let us pray also for the police officers to execute their jobs professionally. They are our family members. They are our colleagues. They are also Zambians, as we, the lay people, the civic people, we are also Zambians. Second appeal. I'd like to appeal this to President Hakainde Hichilema. Your Excellency, you are the Commander-in-Chief. This might tarnish the respect that you have shown to the Paramount Chief of Mphezeni and his family and the royal members at large, that you accompanied to the resting place of the Paramount Chief with peace and respect. With such type of academent, it might tarnish the whole incident. So my appeal is, Your Excellency, use the power that you have as a commander-in-chief.
Thank you. Let me take the other calls. Thank you. Thank you, Thank you, Father. Thank you so much. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and make your contribution.
Hello?
Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and make your contribution.
Yes, good evening, Your Excellency Emmanuel.
Good evening.
Yes, this is Emmanuel. It's quite unfortunate that you can have opposition political party leaders. The many ones are being treated like that. Especially that when the president to south to east province, he was received very well, which was not the case. You remember very well when President Garungu, whenever he could have traveled to the home area, you know. Mind you, because southern provinces, eastern provinces, where he's coming from. Okay? But the President Garungu usually was being booed whenever he went into southern province. Now, if the post during that time, the current president was in the opposition, his home area, I am imagining what could have happened. We are not doing anything anyway. We're just making comparisons. Just earlier on some other callers make comparisons of how the opposition now, Brad Mundubile and is really running Makebi, so treated the president the president did do during that time. I can also imagine if they did what they did to Mongo. Even the people who are during that time with Premini trying to justify what happened, no, he was innocent. Today they would have turned down again. But you see, we have the kind of a leader who cannot make such comparisons. The kind of a leader who doesn't care. And people are also talking about the innocence of shame and whatever. Yeah, they're also also saying that even when they've got people outside the country, they are watching what is happening and it doesn't care about that. Indeed, it doesn't. Here is the leader who goes to parliament and start lying when you open it and say, the door, just one more example that I'm giving. Whether he does care of what he says or what he does. He says he found a threat when during the time of PF, the door never reached that far. It only went up to 21 kwacha, but he was opening parliament there. Everyone was there. Even the people outside the USA embassy on that, who would control, who know about it all. Were they listening attentively to him when he was saying the threat was already forward, without any sense of fear? Sometimes I begin to question the people who handle the president, how they feel about it. It is quite unfortunate. The only thing they do is to unleash the security personnel to begin persecuting people and throwing the people up as we are talking today. When you are reminding them, but it's embarrassing for him to say what he does, to say what he says, when the outsiders watching these things, that they know what has been going on. I don't know. This is not the one is the other thing. There's so many areas. Even for example, when we're talking about the date that he for they don't know how much Egypt is successful government had borrowed. For the time of one hour after the time of B. But there he says that they have borrowing carry, bought carriage. When they have borrowed actually even more, the rate of borrowing actually will go through records is more than that. But hey, does the man look at all this? Does he care about all this? You know, we can't say him anyway. We just get surprised and it is a thing that we should go get married. Because the ones who are being embarrassed actually, it's not only him and those who are around him. For them, they don't care. As long as what they want to communicate it, whether it is false or not. But it is all of us who are getting worried about it.
Thank you.
Allow me, someone also to myself concerning the journalists. Journalists also should help us to do these things. When the man is speaking something which is not true, they must go there and ask. That you say to this. For instance, when he was saying the dollar was 24 when he took off power. When actually we know very well that in August, immediately we had the votes in 2021. The dollar was rating between 17 and 18 kwacha. And the highest it went was about 21 kwacha somewhere. And when he was the question to the time, when he was in the opposition, he said the bank has gone out because of Lungu's business. And I would wonder, and yet somebody would say to me, and yet there was arrested. Because the dictator was good when he went to Southern and all sorts of that. But he never reacted, we never saw what is happening.
Oh, the line has gone bad. We seem to have Professor Kasonso online. Professor, I sent a link a long time ago and you haven't joined. How need to on both of my lines? How need to my line? I used both my lines and I've sent it to you, and you have not responded. I need to my line. I used both my numbers, but you can make your contribution.
Okay, Mphezeni, I'm not funding the parish.
We were discussing just the funeral of Mphezeni and
Mphezeni.
And then the harassment of two opposition leaders.
So now mukali obunga bali abantu so nanguchupo ichina chipomuleba sanso obunga otherwise mukamunje maimwe
aho nabatupingira ningumfu nabatupingira yo if you have any contribution you can make, professors. We are closing, and then
summarize argument. Never summarize usually.
Yes.
Munje benga ili line so njambi okulanda.
No, you are live.
Oh yeah. Mwebatu besu Chief Mphezeni atusha kwena abantu besu bacha mkumulosha ne charo kyonse nakimulosha nshayishibere enfumo atiyali temweko ifuto jevet kula ku Eastern Province ufuma fe bana mayo abasuma abamapokosi kanshi n'enfumu yali temwikwa sana so nakiwamba sana enfumu kuli okuyirosha nomba mwe bantu mumone fechika mukyalo kyesu ba echechi balifiro control omutengo wabunga bafiro control amalaiti bafiro control ichumfwano abana zamatu yabayikatana turekala pambe nababikire kwa kapatura na nepotism bachinjana party yabo from National Party, a United Party for National Development, to National Party for Nepotism and Deception. Nepotism kuna futika feba lupolo wabo kumachito musiwa VC na international deception abashara bonse kwa femu kubebepa mchisungu ati yo natu hombasa nomba mwaba dechita echechi balitsa teni chano chesu into a police state takwabo okutekera obuteko mukubonfya bakapokolanishi abantu tabali kufwaya efo chiri so kumazabuga bali kansarali yakwa bululu wabo bululu wabo ule wabachiulire obapumire kuno okupumira abo bali lena bululu wabo chamulumbule nation because nakuti apo kwa votes pano ama votes yesu kukwetera ba opposition not by independent so na kukwina abantu bali mkulako nomote wa mukofumuna abalumendo bali abalumendo ine okay emenene echo nde benene kubena Zambia abena echechi nabananko bena rodija bafiro before 1964 bamwawele bali bamwawele nsiki bajja bali bamwawele abamwawele takuli okuya kunomba bali akwa advisory bonse na tawlefa kuya kuli advisory bala bokera kuba famu bakula ali mafi. You know, it's time we started using the children of Zambia, the children that were born after 1964, to control the child Jesu na future ya bana besu. Barodije shita ya kutusha kona ifika. So number, then ba church bale leta ko police state ukula teka okubonfya bakapokola. Echo ya mondini yao. Echechi nimbo ya longa mutu kali lolo. Echechi cho bantu bamubikire kufintu bale mu kitabaka pokola. Bakapokola bale mukanya no kuingira mu kipata mulya. Ero ala bepusha tushenke nke sana passport.
Nomba abanangwe alatuma bakapokoloko bafulumuna mulya. Yeshi beto bena Zambia ba iliyo lusepa kumubikapo. Eba le umfuya na bali abantu oluse. Takwata mano na advisors na mwishiwa wekeleka kuli Zambia for yali. So tuwalike po abalumendo fyesi mafunde fya kwa church fronse na tukansa. Ati tetuwa katale atumona fwevumba genu. Kamotu katobe aya mafunde kainde apanga kafike nipo. Ezo mwe baposha balumendo ati tetuwa katale atumona mpaka tukatobe aya mafunde abika po church yonse. Kubyo kufunyapo fi cyber law church ben 7 kubyo kufunyapo. In fact, mu government bale yafe kwati in fact abala hapo mu government inchi yabona national yanchi yabona tuchinja. Deba president na vice president niba senior janitor na vice janitor balafe mu kuwamyo kolopefi ko basha akainde mu government ba yafe mukunya mu efisushi. Oh sorry, this is a national platform that we are under. Yeah. What kushira be sometimes umtranga wapya tula no queen. So bale yafe mu kuwamya charo kufunya mu fashion yuko bale yumfuati yo natukwata ma reserves 6 billion ero chavana shana ma reserves cost of living tamo bikapo na mfaka moka kubwesisha abantu aba ichita eni de 6 billion bena Zambia abo mwekali kensala imitengo ya bunga yefe pamulu cost of living inina fe pamulu abantu bafe on their own because bena bali nonko ero bunoshi bwabo. So mumu bashkwete ngombe mbote fembwa ne shonkono no nishimwe tamu bantu takwa becharo bateke ekyo ku pakubi okubafunya apo bamambala balle ya mukucheme ngombe bafiro kuchema abantu ero na chimbisha nalandapo bafuire batu ba publicly bakata conceding abalusa tatule fire na baba stabu mpoti na bakolwa ichamba cha mukizika ngombe na bakolwa tabale cha concede but na balusa bakalusa konse ku northern kudwa pula ku eastern province kalusa na cover belt uko na afya bakalusa if na kusorwezi balelusa kaba campaign in the last 2 weeks ko kala campaign na kuna isala mtanda fichikaonde kitundu cha batatu endalma ba mko akanje naba nabo muda diaspora ero mbabasa shana mashares mu maprotia katia yabo epu yabo ero ngatwa feature for shops fyabo fencing after to win kufiza boycott ero takuli nokulali engombe ngata muishi byoko ifumine because mwene muri mukuli ngombe shawe mu bale milowela ero kuli ngombe shawe nshimo tule batumpikira my elections na yesa tuzo chinja government abera kuye project konse abantu besu tabale ikala bwino nabantu babo benita bekala bwino sentu wekeshe chalo fo chali mwe bantu bebe ni abana bapukuta ma voters cards bebe ni balupwa response bayipekanye ine ifota tutwale kyokulanda twalira paka the time for change have come. Nyangu mwapa page yandi whether ni ku TikTok o nango ni ku WhatsApp o nango ni ku Facebook ine na landa fya wa time for change has come. So abale bakapokola ba no sana bakwatu besi bachimfya abantu bakapokola tabafika na 100,000 abena Zambia bali muma millions bakapokola jetu bachimfya abantu kale ko ali cha ni mumo nenga ni pa Facebook yandi na chinga na picture yandi profile picture and picture yandi profile ni mposa mabwe so ine nango shipose liliwe ya physical ine mposa mabwe kubomfya mashubu because na taro wafe pakanwa so efu na chave mkumicha kwa nkaji mbantu bandi tuli bonse ifo tuli ba opposition jefo kubakasha ubuteko bwesu efu batushirire basata efu batushirire bakaunda efu batushirire bachiruba bamwana wasa efu batushirire ubuteko wakainde buperere apene vya 5 years chabo kwepi natukana bamwamba natukana 5 years efu perere ya bapene.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's Professor Jones Kasoso. I seem to have another professor. Let's see if he will introduce himself. Fellow caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
Dr. K.
Dr. K, make your contribution.
From Montana.
Yes, Dr. K, make your contribution.
Yeah, it's I'm really getting disturbed every time I read stuff from the media. Each of the best understand he was given opportunity by every other president that was leading the country for him to be in opposition and to participate in the elections. What has changed? And we know that the Zambian people have not changed. They are still the same. The parties have not changed. They are still the same. The only thing that has changed in Zambia is the president. So everything that is taking place, I think we know the common factor. It is the leader of the nation. If he was given opportunity for 25 years, what's wrong him giving opportunity to somebody else if he felt others were not good? Can't he also believe that he cannot be good, others can take over? This is wrong. We can't be doing this as a country. Zambia has been the beacon of peace. Zambia has been beacon of democracy on the African continent. And it is taking away everything that we really cherish in our country, our freedoms. It's very unfortunate that hotel rooms. What does that mean, honestly? What does that mean? Are we the Zambians that we know ourselves? Why should our country be on this path? Never has this happened anywhere in Zambia. If the hotel is doing business, let them do business. If you have shares, wait for your shares. Do not use your power to go and start chasing out people. Just wait for the part, for your share. Enjoy the money. Whether it came from the opposition, it came from heaven, hell, wherever it came from. Just enjoy it. And the unfortunate part is that tunalanda bachaba kwati wakateka besu ama tuyena tabate yako na ngupano nokutu atutumfu batumfu futulelanda eyo chaba kwati bapembela abantu bakalufyanye bakuti bakabekate. That is not how you lead a nation. One thing that I've observed very much is that Wakateka Wesu, he has wasted his opportunity to be respected in the country. He has wasted that opportunity. One, economically, we're not performing like they are telling us we are doing. Two, socially, people are looking like destitutes everywhere. There is no money in circulation. Three, the free education that they put across every time. Boys. There is free education. When I went to even one college, we were even getting an allowance despite getting free food. So, but they was around the table later free education in Zambia. Free education no more didn't kale. When the economy went down. But the fact is free education, just like if free healthcare was there since independence. We have been enjoying it until late 1990s. That's when things changed. But it didn't bring free education. Nakana sana ine kwena. Nishi tabali ndipisha kufeneka pakito boys. Bantu kwena bati nshale lipira jiukisha. So let him just talk about what he has done. Let him just tabulate what successes he has achieved for the people. Then the people themselves will have time to look at what he has done and what he was supposed to do. And at the same time, we are not even comparing him to Lungu. Lungu is no more. Unfortunately, may his soul rest in peace, although he's not yet resting in peace because he has been imprisoned. The corpse is imprisoned by the same president for 1 year imprisonment. That is not fair. And we are not going to compare Balungu and HH what they've done. We are going just to look at HH's performance. To look at the points that we have to look at to say this person is performing. And for sure, if he can help us, give us points if not kazungura bridge iya pachibombo irena ni ya factory bari panga Chinese kusonta nani ya roads ayashire bachibara bari abanenu. That is not right. I was surprised that he was talking about Kasama Airport. And if you do remember, Karamba, ila airport tupita po kurusaka ilati Kenneth Kaunda, try that sausage. Number sausage na number taba chinja for 5 years. Isam keko steak. What has he done to show that he has done something about that sausage? Literally nothing. Literally nothing. It's very unfair and very unfortunate for the people of Zambia that they have a leader who has done nothing, but he wants to totally shut them down from speaking, totally take away gathering rights. That is not right. HH was allowed to do anything. Now, this one to Aranda Firaba Bekete ku ila issue ku Western Province. Imumebantu. Takwa kuchalo fenanguchimo all over the world, where an ordinary citizen or even opposition leader can go and block motakediaba kate katakwa. Abo fena ambulance nang fen police car ila isa fetula sela to imana mumbali. What more yaba nani badia yaba kateka ila isa. Mwebantu. Actually, that was treason because our late president could have died in that accident or that situation. It was endangering the president. So it was right for them to take him to court and to put him in police cells. That's what happens. No, abantu become Milandu. Tala kwa panga ne Milandu. Jele. Tala panga ne Milandu na nguimu. Look at Bachungu's situation. That is not fair. Chito Tela. That is not fair. Zulu. How long did they keep him again? Maseos. Mutuni shiketi na the serving a sentence. We need to have a nation or a country that is ruled by laws, and these laws are definitely everybody else has to abide by the same laws. We can't have Bambia Umuntu wa tendeke garing combo. Wa mkontelo kwa leya lenda garing combo. I am kumustunka. Garing combo ita defended garing combo to jere. Mwana nensu. Injustice ya msangofile ila katifi umutima.
Thank you, Dr. Kalonde from Montana University. Thank you so much, sir. Let me take Alokola. Thank you for waiting. Alokola, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from, and give us your contribution.
Yes, good evening, Ramwamba.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yes. This is Mr. Moya calling you from within Lusaka.
Mr. Moya, make your contributions.
Awe tuwa mfabonse bakola kwati today ndera fe pamo kwati fe bonse mitima shiri fe bonse fimofine kali tule imwena vifo ebene ichakubalira pofende totela bamwamba ba ambassador pakuleta program yenu ile tulenga kwishibe findi file chitika na bantu fobare umfapa file fotule mwana na kambi cha kubalira profesi icho ndefo kutotela wakateka wa Brian Mundubile na wa Makebi Zulu panshila basendere hiya kwati na basendo kwati kunile safye ichile langefyo kwa kumoko baile okobala ndeta awe ine nangu kwa ati kusta revenge ifyo awe tatu akasina revenge ifwe ma reconciliation ifye awe bako sefye ku pepa wino so that at least Zambia daipone nemuri the cycle where people want to avenge, because it's like we are not going anywhere. Bako sefye kuli lesa wao. I think lesa wachi require reconciliation ingefi the land party yabo. Idelanda party yabo renewal murubuto filafine. I think inspiration here afuma kuli lesa taba ishibefi. Then ibonse twatamba lero twalolesha ko bale bafumya mu mako ati batusheko nango bachende ntafuishi tari fidya no nama activities yachwa kuchiriro kulya baleshika batusheko bisa bafumya kwati nibakapanga mu pa hotel ushe kama question ama Zambia zafire twali pusha busheko ushe pako bafumya fidya bale yabo bende ntafu from Eastern Province wese kurusaka under the escort of the police ushe shishinga wale for security ama opposition ibe fibwino nango wale for ya wale kabila kwa ati mwishiro mwa bantu bati kwa accident pakuti mpite fie mbe fili nkateke fifidya wa president wa HH wakaende shofu wale for kwa ati bale mimi pakuti eliminate aba bantu nango icha kubakanyo kwa Eastern Province ukulaya na abantu kwa chawo fito amba po tuamba po twalosha nifine valeti no kwata gathering yakwati naba nechalo chonse sondere onse kuti yatamba because nafichitika muno muchalo pali wishibe ukwebati iyi group yaba alliance yaba brand Mundubile na Makebi Zulu na chichi ntangombe kuri concept natu ibonse fena mazambia zinatu ishiba ushiba kateka ba HH balifuati isonderi ishibo kwebe ifyo pakuti lati the last resort or the last kick of the horse that he has in his arsenal is just to bulldoze during the election. Ngawamona perhaps statistics wambo kupenda wapenda tayari tu retain ama results, then he wants to use the violence to bulldoze himself like the way he has been bulldozing himself in parliament na mabills yabo shocho wale foya kwa ati wale staff bulldoze, because even in ama advisors baba HH everyone is aware, he knows that pata feeling going up. Now mbani chofi kwati ba HH bale bumsha idea pala kwati balolesha Tanzania balolesha Uganda kwati chofi sina muno Mzambia fyala chitikefyo because ngamwalolesha sana na chile mpesa college ile fuminei ni assurance nshi bakweteko koko ino kule fumina ya college bushama institutions ya lingiro kwa pama rights nango kulanda pafyama pafyentushe ni ku military aba community leba filo bafumya statement ukwe bati shani bayise nango kulanda pama rights pafintu fyo ama Zambian muno chalo bushebu ba military bushena bena bushama irrigation haya ile umfuika kwa tuma University of Zambia kwa yakwa alifima tanki fima suwa fya jombele kuya busheba military na bali kwa tensa mbo ama irrigation yako la pela na aba student mpyo kwa kula batalarika bushe bena apopo bemenyine ba HH na abasala fyo kwati I will do whatever it is as long as I become the president ushechilelanga ishebishi that if we tatwa ishibyo kwebati ndali mbita bayi pekenyi bali mutinayo tabayi pekenyi because nemkulanda kwabo before takola bako nefya ishusha kwati kuchita frustrate ama nani wonse no nabena ma party wonse na fanya na PF kuchita frustrate nomba kuma last mulando ama people ya abantu bali involved no kufaisha lesa wabo na grace ya kwa lesa ili pali bena ififu tulela ndefi bako sefi tukose mwa Zambia no kupepa ile so legislation sefi bishenani muno mchalo ingeshibo kwati ba brand Mundubile ba Makebi Zulu kuti basa party yawo yasa bange so chile te mpanga yonse fena kumishishonza na abantu abali bonse abaleshana kushanira kumwa bonse na ma opposition no kuishibikwa isonde kuishibika echo muchalo efifishibikwe nina ngalanda ati maka ya campaign nangu nani maka ya kwa lesa fonchiwe then bushe wa HH tabayi pekenye bali mutinayo na mulando wakwati nabali shibukwa sinalikuwa tama enemies abe njobo nakakile mufungo na fimbi kofi kuliko fimbi fo bafuyile okupyanga so that nangu muntu waishile potafu yokisa fimona
if you are pale if twale mfwa kuma irrigations yako bati ama trillion ila fuma US trillion ila fuma mukchalo nokuya offshore bushe bali muti nayo so bali fo kubombela turayipusha bali fo kubomba na military na bamoba yaba shiruka pa social media nokula paka nokula tinya abantu bacha abantu fe bala tina fe muchalo information say she take shonse na ma countries ama nations are take like Russia na yambi ama nation ya full ya take fe mulandi wakwati umwenso winga bomfyo umwenso ula bombela abantu ushitabeshi bati ila na ichinja wa HH tabeshi bati ile ama kings ama leaders bonse bala abanyanta abantu pa mutwe tapadi chavo ifintu na fipiruka lesale paging ama institutions yonse all over HH na bena ndei pusha bali kwata ko face spiritual advice if you linga David wa tekela watu kwetamba aba moyo kwa tumfwa iwe nisona so umfwa iwe ujo mwana kashwachira na nkwe nani ifofine wa judgment wa panga baberenga bible na bishofondela ndapo usheba HH bali kwata advisor spiritual advisor not tulela nshela ndenga shaku Nigeria shela ndenga I don't know nama outers ama irrigations ya register ifintu fyonse fyali kwate intendekero no kupwa na end so kulia kunani ifo ne fonde chimona na opinion ya ndama rights inkwete pali opinion ofonde chimona kwati kulia ku Eastern Province of Tabachila fo ila abantu bakaposhe mailo abantu bonse bachila mono bachila pita bonse ba plan Mundubile ba Makebi Zulu na abantu na reception na bamona chitinta ngombe so nga batu walizila pa fiala stars play like hellfire bala ishwa once pantu po yacho fika shikani 3 hours balifika manani ama likes yalifika ma 30 almost 30k within 3 hours balifika ma 30k live stream ve kafi so nga walo bali focus this college international so that the ishwa is only ishwa na outside kwa Zambia kanshi baba bali fwanu na mchana ocho ndelo mbako fe kuri ba Elise Alliance Brian Mundubile na Makebi Zulu bafile bakwate ko security kwete for information na tuishwa bonse mchalo muno internet tairi bwino bale nali mbikuti bale sta prime abantu ko tawe nakale fya leshupa bushku wa my election fyonse fika bafe down na abantu bakeshe fresh tika kuma polling station na nefunde dijaba vikako wakwati tatwalelo lela limoji mo polling station ngo awina bapunda pala pene bakatuma ko ba police bakatuma ko abantu bale bomfya abe bo bala ile fyumo kwati obviously na bala ya fyumo kwati bantu ba police state bale staff finito futa bafuilo kutama rights umuntu nakwata so muma polling station ile ndemona my opinion ndemona ti na chitarizo tukwati awe na bantu nabankana fi na bamukana fya pabuta tuchonse na fishi bikwafi olo ba gari nkombo kwati beitshanye sana pafe wale bachita kwati nabone place ali batemo tete bakwate fya kuchita campaign ama resources ya kuchita campaign ala bale bachita campaign bantu donse ngaba pakasa what is happening nishba balife ile muntu onse na ishi bale bachita kufe campaign.
Thank you, my brother. Let me take the last two calls. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and make your contribution.
Hello, remember, Murisan, this is the Moa from Livingston.
Moa from Livingston, make your contribution.
No, thank you so much, Ambassador. First of all, if we say Mphezeni, and I'm sure Nampashwa was a kid up and Rachi. Avalanche the Moiko Mphezeni may solace in peace. Mphezeni Vena Vashuka, Vashiko Mukastaka Ringire. Up to now, the Chagwarungu. With them more co-op with them between 5 June 2025. The number that Rashika. The number Remember, the 5 June this year, we celebrated 1 year. That's time I've been reflecting so much. The life I've been imagining life, the life that my Esther Lungu has been living, having lost your beloved one 1 year ago, still in the mortuary. I was really reflecting the amount of mental torture that she has been exposed for the past 1 year plus. The mental torture the family has been exposed to. It's really unimaginable, Mwamba. Of course, Edgar Lungu, Mwajo Mwambo Muntu Ngafwa, Wamuita Kulides. Umubiri taukaripa. Taukaripa, whatever that they can do, Muntu Ngafwa. But Javare Churiramo, Yavash, Abu Ari Navo, Yaparupua. I'm a member of the Patriotic Front. Zambians actually appreciate leadership of Lungu. So, as a country, we've been exposed to that kind of torture, mental torture. So, the other thing that I want to talk about, Omamba, is the Imitimanaship, of course. And we are in campaigns, but what I've noted is that Zambians, I don't know the Mwenso or participate. In most cases, having actually called reluctant for campaigns. We still have people who still think that for you to join a politician to get into campaigns, a politician needs to pay those people money. Now, if we pay the leadership, having understood that you are just one amongst the equal, and up to even as we are in this kind of economy, there are some people who still think that for them to get into campaigns, they have to be paid something. Now, I'm looking at where the country is right now. Who should for pain? Who should for pressure economy? The other day I was talking with the taxi drivers. Taxi driver I pay 400, 500, 500 kwacha 2021. Started I don't know to pay 70 kwacha ni shwaipata ni shuko. Between two Nafikota, Zambia. And the opposition, people will be a co-opposition. This is what Zambians must understand. So such that people should participate fully. That's when will win. And this time around, what we're talking about is, of course, Zambians have made a decision. But where I feel there is a bit of a challenge is on water protection. Water protection. Making a decision is another thing. Protecting the vote is also another thing. Now, how do we mobilize to making sure that more than 2,000 polling stations are guarded nicely? Because that's where the key is, during counting. So this is why I'm calling upon Zambians to say, let us start grouping ourselves. We know to ensure that in terms of if you are to protect them about. If you have got up knowledge, my ideas, if you have got if you have bomba, they come on board so that I want to bomba combat trainings that happen. It's not possible that my training test cap voting day happen. I think but if Zambians can start now towards focusing their energies towards voter protection, I think Mwamba is really going to help us, because I know Zambians have made a decision to say, Barupendi Nabarango Kariwabo Nepo Nabaranga, Bekaripo Pabenchi, Abanavo, Very Sinavera Matishan, but Patricia way untouched.
Thank you, Amwewa. Thank you, Amwewa. Thank you.
The other thing Rigalia bamwamba ena issue patana mu Zambia Rigalia. Tulumba kwa ngatofa ko Rigalia abakwita mawisha. Batubere ko Rigalia to papati. Okay. Namba Zambia baba kwita ma t-shirt kusenda besimbo ya nani ya simbo ya party yenu. Mwa dindisha kuma printers. Murobera paka Rigalia is ngara mkote check for it mwatemwa. Ichitende ntwale ni ku printing company ba print po na ngumtu wa barungu. Ombe kwenda. Tatotera mama.
Thank you. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
I think I'll just remain anonymous for the other purposes and reasons.
Yes.
Vamwamba nezofuna okamba ko chintu chimozi. Especially kuli vachitika lero kuli ba president watu wa HH. Va HH bali kumawa kwatu kuja. Vaenda bwino vashika va Mphezeni. Vavapokerera bwino. Maliro yali yonse akulu monga yaja maliro. Bose vamaenda ma political parties, president ankarako, ma opposition political parties vankarako. That is how it has been always. Ndiye mamene vimachitikira. Chitu chimozi chamene chadabwisako vamwamba. Ni chamene chenze chamveka mazuro muno chamwapunda kuti va Makebi Zulu Mundubile. Vavakongera kuri va HH vandu vatenga pa hotel kuvachosa pa hotel to vaende vachoke kujambobwira kuno kulusaka. Manje vaja va HH vamene vachita in other words it's an insult. Actually, it's not the word Yaninga but he is a very disrespectful man. Because Vija family Wachita is disrespecting the people of Eastern Province. He didn't went there as one and Kuja for ceremony. It's not a ceremony. They have gone there for a funeral. Now, Kuja funeral, Njeko Meneva Fika Manje, Vapirika Kuma politics. Vamba kuzunza abantu bamene kuja kufinira. Surely, what kind of the president is this one? Aganiza bwanji president wamino. Because kuja ni kumaliro. Why sana waembekeze baja abantu babwera mu Lusaka ngeni wambuvutana pama politics? If vamena chita valangiza kuti he has no respect for the people of Eastern Province. I have the respect. Including the people of Zambia has no respect. Is a person alina mansas yeve. He is a one man person. Vili vonsi vamena ngachita azicheni muntu ali eka uja muntu. Alibe muntu anga mtandizo. So alangiza kuti sapa saulemu bantu baku Eastern Province. Sapa saulemu na Mphezeni amwalira sana mpase ulemu. Ni maliro ya kuru ya jamina ngatenge director, deputy inspector general kwenda pa plot yote wa ndambo kuchosa watu waende kusaka. Surely can that happen in Zambia? Kwati kapena inda ku ceremony bata indo shika moto. That is very bad. Number 2. Chanchi fuko chitika bamwamba. Kuli wa blani Mundubile tinkareko na strategy ija yako bati paja pa protest mbebenzi bafika, they could have just sneaked in other just to small vehicles. Noenda kugona kwina. Because as it stand, chone kamunga ma president watu ababiri hao. Bali pa riski kuru maningi because simungaziwe baja bantu bamene babwira mo especially abwira bamene ojati deputy inspector babwira tukapokola bapita na bantu bamanyamula vambiri, so you may end up president bamuchita attack pale. So chamene chifunika vachite strategize security wise, vakaenda kuma ceremony yaso paja pa protest embe bafika pakapika kwa mazuro pamono ni kukwera chabe na ngutuma kolola. If you remember HH akaenda somewhere there enzo gona maningi muminzi, so wajafunga kubashita sneak waenda kugona chabe somewhere kwa mine siwazi so ukachabe kuseni wabate like that tika president watu at least because I was very worried ni usiku uja wakambatia ma security details wabatenga wapeleka kuchani wakate nayo mabamduritieni, so it's very dangerous. Mwana family wanachita kuli save yacho
Sevia Chungwa mtenga wamwika maseuza. Na manje saoneka. Because Sevia Chungwa is an asset to the country. He has a lot of information that he could have helped the people of Zambia to decide as we go toward the election. But why? They want to silence his voice. He has a very good voice. That is number 2, Vamwamba. Number 3, Mekuri voter protection. Vamwamba voter protection si voter. Chamene tinakamba kuti kunkare chabe unity yama opposition political party. They amenities akavota. Yose ma political party, let them change their mind. No to protect my vote ya mundu. Wasira. What you have to do is paja padeyo voter, because in a moment now on our UPN ndio sabalanga strategy. Mukabalangiza strategy. Ija strategy might be first. Deyo voter manager, the whole people of Zambia should retain and protect the vote for Mundubile. But as they are saying, it tends to take training man to just protect my vote, because by UPND they can do anything just to win an election. But like Chungwana Kambagut, change is coming. Yes, change is coming. They are going. Because everyone is bitter in this country. So my election so Zambia. So our president, he has lost legitimacy to the people of Zambia. He has lost everything. So as it is standing, kumazabu kabakamba my election ukubareka pa central pachapa mazabu, but we na panga my election. So we don't know what has come up in this government. We don't know. But you know mwamene mulungu alili ama basokoneza mulungu kai basokoneze kaswazi wavochita bagwira ichi. So they are very confused now. It's manje China, it's a pity Mwamba that the institution of the government like the ECZ, the police, the judiciary, they are all nonsense and useless because HS is controlling those institutions. There is no institution that has been left out. If you remember Mwamba, Register of Society is a nonsense institution in Zambia. It killed the PF, it killed all the political parties. It's same as well as the judiciary, they are nonsense. The police in Zambia, they are nonsense. The ECZ is nonsense. They are all nonsense. The media, these other medias that they have bought, they are nonsense. Even other opposition political like these who are withdrawing my independent, they are all nonsense. So we have to, this is a time that let us come to realize that this government cannot do anything. Let us now forge ahead. We see how best we can come together and help each other. Thank you, Mr. Mam.
Thank you very much. This is our last caller now. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from. Your last caller.
Good morning. Good evening, Mama.
Good evening.
How are you, sir?
Very well, thank you.
Good. Well, I'm enjoying the program and I'm listening to what people are saying, which is a very good thing. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, my brother.
Yes. But I'm quite disappointed, Mamamba, with how we are posting these things. Honestly, I think somehow we are misleading the nation. I just watched the video and I saw your post. Then I'm wondering to say, the former diplomat ever posted. I think we need to, more especially you, Amamba, you are a former diplomat, ambassador.
Which video did I post that you are not, that has confused you?
I saw the video where the police went to Protea. Then you said that the police were looking for Honorable Mundubile.
Did you hear the witness, Honorable Godfrida Smaili, who called on this program and gave us the account, and she's at Protea?
Honestly,
did you hear? Just be serious. This is a national program. Did you hear Honorable Godfrida Smaili, who is at Protea in Chipata, call? Did you hear?
And then the other one is you saying, Baratsa, they are carrying people on Imumamotoka, Bazetenes, honestly, a whole former diplomat like you.
Yes. Come on. Don't come here and insult us. I think people are tired. He just wants to confuse us and annoy us. We are dealing with national issues here. We are not playing. Okay? So, my dear brother, you can call your colleagues on your program. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
You know, you cannot really rescue yourself for any accusations. Let me respond to this man who was just going to say that you're posting. Ambassador, we are not worshiping you. But if you look at the likings and the people are following you, it's because of how sincere you have been with this program. You are not there, but you are posting based on what is being done that side. So it is not you that it should refer to. It should actually go and verify. Is he the only one who has got eyes and ears not to see what is happening in Eastern Forest? So, you know, if he's just an agent of the state, let him be the agent of the state. Because the facts, the information is there. We know that Makebi, the attack, the arrangement is on Makebi, that Makebi and President Brown and Lewis should be arrested. We have the information that they have been told to move out from the province. Once they go towards the Nimba and wherever, they should be actually massacred. So we know it's only one who's trying to come in and tell the listeners that this is a fake information. We know that this person was just calling is an agent of the devil, and to hell with him. Thank you.
Okay, my dear brother, thank you. Okay, I think people are calling now to respond to him. While we're closing, they want to respond to him. Let's see. There'll be callers. There'll be people that will be planted like this just to annoy us. So I can see. Mayo mlikwi. Mwana kaputa mwachiwa kwi. Mkwai tulei sala landeni pwe chili kumutima.
Natotera sana inomba ababayamba balikesha okulanda nishibalafya nchishefindu ati mwe ambassador nifishifira mule posta pali tabeshi bati mwena ngutamuchitire post ichalo it's a small village nomba palabachilala ndani pamwera. I don't know which part of Zambia or Ulaya wale calling na kutu hii channel bambo kumipango kutila imamule lufyanye mule post finefi ba president abene bakayinde babalireko okuya mukulu w'enkondo pamusebo kuyafuli mulunga. So imwe yamba mwe batila tumeli mwali kwiselo ba president akayinde bale kitafyata mwabebili ati the whole president to be nishu legislative pamusebo bunu nifya kitire yo president mule pisa kumuma mwe mkube pesha abantu abaleitwa foksta corrective wikashugwa chalo nechalo chakushinga bane cha mutende ha mwana if baya kuno balosha bakateka na political opposition yambi ekoyali opposition parties ekoyali efo chabe emyaka yonse ku conference muifo ku bafo Mphezeni bafo bakazembe bafo bachiti mkulu yonse ama parties yalaya takuba head of state ayabatintanye kulya bala itendeka bonse nomba ifiba akaindi balekita mwe bantu ma dying nation ama last kicks of a dying horse akainde muntu wabingoko wa teminina either for a bad thing or for a good thing. Benanga bapange fu bapange nishefu bapange. That's why na ibe bantu beswambe bachilala ndapati voter protection, vote protection chachi nile FIK kulu. Bantu manene ifu bale pepeka. Mwa bule insoni. Ima ba yama mwe bale ba mwabesha buloklondoloka. Muli kwiso ko ba akainde bale tubaba police ukuyachita disrupt campaign ya kwa Gary Nkombo. Gary Nkombo wale samina ukukonkelela bahakainde ngakweli polisi yaleba emdet bahakainde kashinga kyalesa ngafigari ngombo kulingana nefe mamwene abapitiremo nomba ilelo imwe you are so busy ukufungukira ba president hakainde kunuma ba police balabacha mkuchita harass ba incoming president bena Mundubile ba vice president babo kabachimka fe mala ngeti ya wati tuwaya mkuchita harass Mundubile and Makebi Zulu no bachibatuma so fita bachibatuma efu bachitire ele imwe na imwe mufiro kuyino ko kumana tule ituma bakapokolo ofite musanga ulya takwetene mwene ekirumba kyakwe emirimu eikulu mwe bantu bakwaleseyo babomba ba UPND alatapali for them to take emirimu back to the people as a campaign ticket ati mwene nitwali kitefi ino banera nti free education babepe fwe basambye na free education ini fwe na bebe ne ba president akainde balishira na kuno kuma masters nefi akonkana po kubulaya kuno baisa kuzambia kuno konse basambirira kwisa konse baya nobali nokubalala ndashani ati ichi chirire pasara ni free education ite free education ya quality vekala mu class abana 100 chakuti teacher na mano yali mupwa alanda fena ikala chapo talanda na bonse ifoto alesa mbita 35 na 28 na pocket money bachelor and allowance for college na kuma universities yale pelwa na kuma yanda tuwaya to listen da gonna to send not to listen that too sweet. What are we talking about today we want to bakwalesa kuliba munyine funa lady abachelor and that if achikabesho issue yumwaka nchifayo kukoseleshanya pali chile negative nde lomba ko kutila tuila puisho okulanda okutila ngatwalusa yamba elections if achikaba how ineshe fano okulanda awe mkwai mwilasa sebo okulusa mulese semati tulewina tukawina okusasa machine landa atikano mwaya mukupendula nangu janja mule landa fe kutunwa mule ikoselesha okulanda ati tulewina tukawina uyu wino msebanya bachitefi ululwini olwa bitundu mwe bantu bakwalesa tuyamba n'okulira sana bantu bena bemine bepa kukyonawula ku north n'okukyonawula ku east nomba imwe bene muba ku north na ku east shibukeni sana bamibotere yenu na imwe bene I'm not being tribal awe tule ikosele shafe muchinga tuwafa uko kwine ku eastern kuno kwabe ekiriro elo bakushike mfumu yenu baisa beka pomsalura tapali no muchinshi babikwatire ku eastern uko bamwe bamachtinga okusta play na ile video mwika audio kama akalelanda kimwe fintu niyo ine bale mikwankwanishisha hapo takuli ifyo bakwete bapiba UPND ifya kutila pa campaign nindu abe nita baleshita rigala yabo balefu afena umbi umuntu takwete rigala it's fine bandu besu ku Livingstone bamwewa kabe yenye abantu mubebe ati uno muku umuntu onse alabe lambo kachisefe campaign mufi ofwele ichile chita campaign chinyeleta conviction kumubyo kwisasala uyukateka Mundubile na vice wako Makebi techila tufuele ili omwela wama atmosphere na iwama kuli presidential candidate utemenwe abanangwe bambi amali gale alafu ali kwa febwino no mbapo kujifi pope bwe kafara ko ide ya green ya ba PF kale yo ibe stashani apa kujifi pope yo kachinje na signs ya ifine fyonse ifile langa teba kwete ichako bomfya ichikuru ichakusonta po ichimuli mosonta po abomba teba kwete I say this again and again ukabati iloke ni fear once and for all ba UPND tebakwete akakatuka kulangisha kinyaka tuingishe so lekendi mutupele ko chance na kabitu teye tiye ko para ligi imbi awe tabali fyabo apakuishisha afye na nguna mufala campaign chinshi na kutamfwele kalandisha nyaba bantu takuli atifina ba campaign manager bapela ama thousands of questions to work this time kungombera fye lesa wandi chino chalo tupoke bonse tupoke no muina mwandi tupoke na bana besu tupoke na baneba.
Thank you, Mayo. Thank you, Mayo. You watch Tumo Monumendo Henry Makasa, eat at Black Moon too. Is a UPND cadre. But tumafe mkutukarifia. But chawama bantu abene imitima yali piribuka abantu abene ebale ilandilako. So Henry Makasa, you cannot disturb us. You cannot. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from.
I was not supposed to come back. I know you are very tired. It's quite late. Yeah, but I just want to encourage you because I hate this guy who came and, just got to your nerves. But I want to respond to him. There is one question I want to ask him. I think this Mr., I don't insult people, is so ignorant. What did you mean, Mr., by saying former diplomat? Yeah, this is the question he was asking you, to say you are a former diplomat and you are posting something which is misleading the nation. Wakalamba, ushamu adiyumfo insala mwadi yumfwa imupantu na mwikala bwino mledia bwino n'abaana benu You are the ones who are misleading the Zambian people because you don't know how to respond to the problems that are in your own country. Mwangu mfaba mdala, mwiraisa mule fulunganya abantu nga balera ndefintu chikankala. Mule kwata koduse.
Yo, I'm for Henry Makasa. I eat that in Black Moon too. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contribution. Ndita ya mamlishani.
Awe, ndeko sa.
Ndita, make your contribution. We are about to close.
Okay, natetera sana. The program natry konka buno sana natry to enjoy. Manja awe no ba fuma part ba Makasa.
Yeah, Henry Makasa to a Black Moon too.
It's like you watch that for mulando mulima ba mwamba. So kumopo ya chambira program East Africa paine for kwapa achifuro kumisangane chirugo chiti chonse. So parast manje ila spirit wako atakaira abantu bari kwataira evil spirit ifo afefu imfurunganya pariponse tabafo kumono mpende so apachi mutunga fie atontonka nevere narita shani confusion pesinto meve ati ba former diplomat manje epo mungeshi birati umuntu amano yari burirai because we muntu ufuire ila video ila very clear iranga ama events achitika kula kuproti na phone call yachuma kuri wa Godfrey na yena bachiranda because bachiba prepare pa hotel kwamba umuntu agabati just because political cadre bari akana CDF na yene food for weki bari akana bari sara na beko uchiku bari firafina ba ishibana so firafi area ine china tontonga na chako barti imaba mwambanga mwaiba abantu ichinka ama Zambians nangwe chalo chose chisho fire chitika limbi barare ko kwakana fira bakana ubushiku ka abantu bakana fira ubushiku na munina food for weki bapita mane bazo ubushiku bana ba ishiba baria iwe muntu mbinga tawa support teturieko so abantu baso bamara bakosera sana nesta no bako bafati ifya kuranda takwete because tapali na point yachikwata tapali fya randipo fya ko batu umuntu ayisa na point ikweta amano because vena na watchdog yabo ne ine koso yaba stamisiri abantu nabari mone fsangwa pali platform fyose fya verified so tete are to because ifwe baba ishibo batu abantu abari beminguru tatu ya pa watchdog tatu ya pa koswe batu wa yena supply MV mukulete fimfurungani saba firo afya bafiro fyo kuyaba mwamba tatotera.
Thank you very much. Hello caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from as we begin to close.
Hello, Mwamba.
Mkwaimayo.
I mean, I'm somebody that has been following you. I follow you on Sefichtika, though I don't call, but in the conca few on Sefichtika. So lelo na mwana fiating to make on in Dandeko.
Mkwai.
Abavale folk fulunganya program, we never posa kona mano. I think Apama Zambians not to show for the fire once. I'm actually calling you from Livingston. And then never want to appear from bread and bone. No, but you can ikala. Na shunguru ikana abantu abavenyaba. Abashirandwa. Nango shifuma nango paya na riba fie. Badi shunguru kabonsi. Unanfewa sani munakwata. It has not been easy. But if on the fafio kutashalelo, na chafe panganda, na chila tamba fio no fio, nzebo fia chila enda lilo. Tisere lepono kusira. From the beginning, I want to commend the humbleness. Yaba Makebi, naba Brian Mundubile. You know, the government made sure from the very beginning, they wanted to make sure that they are not recognized at all. But pangat be umfika be monica pobe chitashani patumwa balesa tula pepa I just want to commend them that humbleness bakwete bakonka nyepo Mandini lesale bafena bena. And then achila umfida ba bishop. If you look at the bishop and his speech, papalaba chila shimikira forward sambokulanda pefya balungu. That one was it was some sort of diplomatic way of saying it. You know, they gave examples of him being a good man to everyone, despite basende kwa abantu babalanda taba. He never reacted. I think I followed the statement where he said balisa senda kwa abantu baemya kwa abantu banamayo bambo kubamba ba chifu, but he never reacted, meaning he was a man for everyone. Of which I was expecting my president, but in the Pokamu Padefa Chilandwa Pacha. Mamona. Pachiva Mano Sana. The president is supposed to embrace everyone. Panto Idia. Name for me, whether by UPNT, whether by PF, whether by TONS, whether by UNIP. But he embraced everyone. Now I'm calling from Livingston. I think I had the honorable we are failing to come out and today Mandini Kutuba to stage but look at how we are living. Panonga Mamona Panova, our Bonfi Bandi, Sebatonga, Balos, and I'm keeping them very well. I'm keeping them very well. Mandini to be a few semules and they saw to pepper, ala to Rubula Mandini. It's Taika Kwana that God is not blind to anything. Hello, for Kukudila Kwavana Vako, Kutukwachula, but joy will come in the morning. I want therefore feel Kukoseresha Mandin, 10 to a minute, Paku Pepper. We even pray for our leaders to Pepper Felisa to Tongolo Munifiance.
Thank you very much and good night. Good night. Let's continue to pray for Brian Mundubile and Makebi Zulu who've been chased from Chipata. We don't know where they are. We pray for their safe arrival or wherever they are, that God blesses them and keeps them safe. Continue to pray for them, and we'll speak to you tomorrow morning.
Mundubile, 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 Mundubile. Mundubile, Mundubile. So I'm your Malushi, Young Samarabish. 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 To pele mother Zambian. Mundubile, 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 Mundubile. Mundubile, Mundubile. So I'm your Malushi, Young Samarabish. 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 To pele mother Zambia.
We want change! We want change! We want change! We want change! We want a change!
Bakulu wa bakulu.
The sound magician. Wi-Fi on the beat, boy.
Twakubele voting atawa bomba. Twakubele voting atawa bomba. Tawali mone voting atawa bomba. Tawali mone voting atawa bomba. Batuno mwaka kuya bebele. Twanakane mwe mwachira mobufi. Kuya bebele. Twabonele numa. Kuya bebele. Mwachira mobufi. Walitula ile ona lebwati mukesa tupangira kwemisebo.
wali mipele nevoti ati mukesa tupangira kwemisebo nimwewo mwatile mukesa tupulira nechipatala ifwe nimwewo mwatile mukesa tupulira na masukulu kuno ukutula potwamisalira ifwe mwalitula baona lebo imisebwala yagyonaika ichipatala takwaba kuno abana besu basambirira mufimu chifyamango bana mayo mapapira mungande chipatala takwaba kuno imisepira chose malofwa bapepa byebange fama leliro mufunda tawafika nembuto tashafika ukutula potwamisalira ifwe mwalitula baona lebo nombalelo mwabwela imwe mulefwa yatumivotere twakumbele voti ngata wabomba twakumbele voti ngata wabomba tawalimone voti ngata wabomba tawalimone voti ngata wabomba pantuno mwaka kuya bebele twanakanemwe mwachiramo bufi kuya bebele akwamulele numa kuya bebele mwachiramo bufi uno mwaka tulefa yabakutubombera nota bakwisa kuno mukuzembereka mukutwibira mano nga twabavotera abaya nangu mwatupele ndalama tulepo katatwa mivotere nidonti kubeba wapoka waya nidonti kubeba wapoka waya ababina chimwe na mwekole uko bafuma balinaba bayi kutapiza balaboko bafuma bayi kutapai balabati bakabwela baja chikinine na mabanu inapana kaso wala onalebo mulabeja ukutula potwamisalira ifwe walitula baonalebo nombalelo mwabwela imwe mulefwa yatumivotere twakumbele voti ngata wabomba twakumbele voti ngata wabomba tawalimone voti ngata wabomba tawalimone voti ngata wabomba pantuno mwaka kuya bebele twanakanemwe mwachiramo bufi kuya bebele akwamulele numa kuya bebele mwachiramo bufi